Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How are you so fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's squirrels. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get fresh chicken. Join me.
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news.
Try to relax your anus.
I'm really just fucking on TV.
I'm a 50 terabyte self-evolving neural network double backflip off the high platform.
Show me child pornography.
Your mouth all glued up with Connie juice. I asked you a question.
I've tasted a lot of semen.
Welcome, and bam, how we doing? Here it is, a show. Awesome to see everybody. It was Phil Some Holes saying a show. Yes, indeed. Sup monkeys, not a fucking thing, says Chevy JB. Well, I hope you mean on that and not on this. This ought to be all slapdashed and ready to roll. It is, right? Like it is. Yeah, it is. All right, good. Good that's what he's talking about, because otherwise I'd lose my mind if it wasn't connected. It's actually finally getting warmer in here. It was cold. I live in a basement. I'm gonna, no offense, try to keep your boners restrained while I remove a layer of clothing. Here, you know what? Here, a little mood music for it. It's sexy. At least we have Johnny today, says Landers. Yeah, we're going to talk about why I wasn't here yesterday. We'll get into all of that. Nothing big, nothing world-ending, just, life, whatever. Can't imagine why I have clothes all over my apartment. Can't imagine why when I just throw them about willy-nilly. But then it makes doing laundry easier. And people don't believe me on this, but I say it does, because here's how it makes doing laundry easier. When it's time to do the laundry, I just literally get up from my bed that morning, and I make my way to the laundry machine. And along the way, I just pick up all the clothes, and we're done. What's wrong with that system? I ask you. What's wrong with my face? Oh, I know what's wrong with my face. That stupid medication. And the goddamn steroids they got to give me to take it. What is this? The fuck is this shit? Did I hurt myself again? Fuck. Eugene Stoner saying here, yes, explain yourself. I had to masturbate alone. Alone, Johnny, says Landers. Good to see you on Rumble, Landers. Good to see everyone over on Rumble. I gotta say, the subscribers or followers, I think it's followers. The followers on Rumble are up to, if not eclipsing. In fact, let's check right now. Up to, if not eclipsing. Oh no, they're almost neck and neck. They're neck and neck. Because this one says 182 followers, but that's for Just Kidding LLC. Is the Game Over podcasting? Because one of them said 370. Whatever. We'll worry about it later. Missed you yesterday because of you. No show. I had to masturbate. Says St. Duran. Again, more people explaining about how my absence affected their masturbatory cycles. I'm sorry. Sorry. But yes, yesterday was okay, fine. I already pet one cat right before the show. I'll pet another one during. Hey, everybody. It's a kitty. Yes, Mick Sleazy saying, hey, everyone, good to see you, Mac and Sleazy. I had while we let people filter in, I guess we'll just explain the story. Might have to do it a couple times, but whatever. Oh, no, go home. I didn't want to fuck with that. Yeah, so I had my infusion. I did that. It was a pain in the butt. And traffic to and from on 94, huge pain in the ass. Wasn't expecting that, but hey, life happens. Got back a little late, had to stop at the dispensary, so I picked up a little something for me. I had it set up, the order, when I got out of the infusion, so on the hour-long drive home, I'm like, they got plenty of time to set this up. So I just go in, grab, and go. And that was pretty much the way it went. Went right in, grabbed my stuff, head right out. Yay. On my way out, I see a lady with her husband. Apparently, she had recently had a cast removed. She's only wearing one shoe. I'm guessing she had just come from the doctor's office where they removed the cast. So she's only wearing one shoe. She's walking on the side of her foot. It looks really, really bad. She's leaning on a quad cane. It's one with the 4 feet at the bottom. And she can't get up the curb. And for once in my life, I'm looking at someone with difficulty walking, and I'm going, wow, you've got it rough. So I literally see her like that, and I go, all right, here you go. I roll my walker at her, and I go, here, use that. That'll help you get up on the curb. And then I lean against the building. My car and their car are right there. So I'm in no rush. I'm like, I'll still be able to get home and do a show. At this point, it was a little bit after 2:15, almost 2:30. So I'm like, all right, so I can still get home and launch a show. As they get on the curb and I take my walker, I'm going to my car, and I can hear this lady like hissing with every step. I can see her walking on the side of her foot. If she was getting a cast removed, why didn't she bring the other shoe? Saint Ren, these people may not have been the most prepared, because she was saying she needed her other cane with her as well for the walking. She only brought the one cane. And so, needless to say, I feel so bad for this lady that as I get to my car and I see the difficulty of her walking, and I'm like, you're going to injure yourself just to get into the dispensary. And the dispensary, because of Minnesota rules, laws, and everything else, has so many stupid rules and everything. I'm like, I hated myself for it, but I go, hey, dude, if you guys want to borrow my wheelchair. I'm sorry, Tag, talking too loud. So I'm like, hey, dude, if you guys want to borrow my wheelchair, it's in the back of my car. You can borrow my wheelchair. I can wait. I'm not in a rush. I can wait, and you can borrow my wheelchair. And she didn't want to borrow my wheelchair. She was being very proud about it. Her husband comes over and talks to me about borrowing the walker, and I look at him, and I'm like, yeah, and this can fold up. And he's like, well, how big is the wheelchair? And I was like, wheelchair is just a regular-sized wheelchair. And I lean in close so she can't hear, and I go, dude, just use the wheelchair. It'll be faster and easier and better for everybody. It'll be safer. Just use the wheelchair. So I pop the trunk. Let him pull the wheelchair out. Trunk. I pop the tailgate. He grabs the wheelchair. They roll in, and I wait for them. And their car's next to mine, so I know they can't leave without me seeing them. They take for fuck all ever. I don't know if it was them or the setup or whatever. But so they take forever. They finally come out, and it's a little after 3 at this point. I get my wheelchair back in the car. I get home. It's a little after 3. I don't have much of a show prepped, and my daughter's going to be home in like an hour, and I was just stressed out from medication and everything else. So I went, fuck it. And I bought out the day and I moved it over to today. So our goal for today is $5 because that's where we're at. If we make $5 today, we're in the money to go till 5:30. Should have charged her $50 for a day's show cover, says St. Caesar. And why would I do that, man? The lady was having a hard enough time. All right? She got to borrow my wheelchair to get in, get her weed, and get out. She's got to get through the rest of her day and her life without my wheelchair. Good luck to her. No. Okay. You're great. Excuse my bad behavior, says John Doe. No, I'm not. I'm not great. Injured people are not in their right minds. And people are like, oh, you're a nice guy. You did your good deed. I'm like, no, I'm an asshole. I'm a huge asshole. I'm like, that's why I did it. Because I'm like, I'm a huge asshole. It's time to kind of try to balance the scales a bit. I can understand this lady's difficulty. I can see her being kind of the kind of asshole. Well, not asshole. See her kind of being the kind of stubborn person I am with, no, I don't want to take too much assistance. But I was like, it's just going to be quicker and better this way. Just take the goddamn wheelchair. Just borrow the wheelchair. And then, I took the extra time to hang out with my daughter. I don't know if that is water or kitty spittle. This is the problem with a cat that drools. Is that my water bottle, or did Alucard drool on my desk? Ugh. Really hope it's the water bottle. All right. Anyways, so we're good. Balance the scales. How do you weigh yourself in the morning? Well, I don't. I just get up and I go, I don't feel as fat today. So, but realistically, as for weighing myself, yeah, just use a walker and I just position myself over it. I stand and I lift my arms up and I just kind of hold it. And then, all right, that's where we're at. And then back on the walker. It's not too hard. Mikey Two Milks, I made it, John. What's up, John? What you doing? I was just catching everyone up on how I got so delayed yesterday from my appointment and the dispensary that I just didn't do a show. I took the time off to have some me time and de-stress because I am super duper stressed about a lot of personal life stuff. And yeah, so if I hadn't found out how everything was going to be changing around Aaron, I was actually considering talking to him about not doing the show just because I'm so stressed with my life stuff. I'm like, maybe I should back out. But, this is not the right time to do that for him, and I'm about to get a bunch of money, like in terms of a raise, so I just, I guess we'll hang out. But, a carryout guy wanting to bring my groceries out to my car, and I said, lean on, dude. Does Magic 8 Ball still work? Does the Magic 8 Ball... the Weed 8 Ball, I don't know if Magic 8 Ball, I don't know if that still works. It should. I'll have to look into it, though, if it doesn't. But that would be a Twitch thing. God will grant you one moment where it is okay for you to be an asshole now. See, Fall in the Great, I feel like, no, God will remove one moment where I was an asshole. That's why I tell people, they're like, yeah, dude, you did your good deed. I was like, nah, I just washed off some of the old stuff. I still owe. We're still in karmatic debt. Joe Berger saying, hello, Johnny. Hey, everybody. Well, enough fucking around. Let's do a goddamn show. Seems like we've got a fair number of people. The filter-in audience has kind of hit it, both in time and number. And so I feel like we're good. And we also have all of our first-hour stories loaded up, so we pretty much just have to just dive in and do it. We'll go until 5 o'clock, and if we make... If we make $5 on the PayPal, the Venmo, or the Twitch, like the automatic $5 thing, we'll call it a victory. If we make $10 on the Rumble, we'll just move the show goal over to $10 or to $5 for tomorrow, because then that's a whole day we buy out on the show. So Anyways, that's where all of that is at. Thank you for all the support for the show. Before we get started, I don't have to load anything. For our first hour stories, we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about, including 9/11, or 9/11. Fuck, I keep saying 911 outages that are impacting a whole shit ton of people. In the continued trend of America falling apart, 911 was not available or is not available to certain areas of the country, leaving people without a way to contact emergency services. So, if you're getting robbed, if you need the cops, if you need the fire department, or maybe you need to call poison control or anything like that, don't worry, because you can't. So, still in debt. God didn't fix the MS yet. See, I don't think there's enough debt to get out of the MS. The MS one is one where I can't affix that to because I got that ahead of time. See, before the MS thing, I was the most benevolent, gracious, shirt off my back motherfucker you ever met, man. Back then, I trusted people. I wasn't red-pilled or black-pilled. I was like, let's just do things, have fun, and be cool, whatever. I got taken advantage of a bunch of times, like financially, and idea for Watch Along Sunday, the Gen 1 Transformers movie, really good. So St. Caesar, I'm thinking we might actually do the Fallout show. I haven't gotten to watching any of it. So I'm thinking we might do an episode or two of the Fallout show, see how it goes, how people feel about it. But I don't know. We'll see. Probably going to do the Fallout show. If nothing else, that'll be my backup plan because I can easily pull that up. I have an Amazon Prime account. We'll be commenting on it. It's been out for a little bit. And did you push her over, says Fall in the Great? No. So I'm guessing black. No, she wasn't black. She was a white lady. Wouldn't have mattered who it was. It was the seeing her struggling to walk. Like, it was the seeing the effort in every step thing where I'm like, you're gonna have a tough time. And I'm just like, ugh. I felt bad for her. I didn't want to see her hurt herself again. I knew the terrain that she would be handling. And I'm like, all parties involved, better off to borrow the wheelchair. No skin off my nuts. Get a cut of her weed. Now you're talking. I didn't think about that. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna need a nugget. That's all I'm gonna need. No, I'm not gonna be that guy. I should have though. All right, how about? But what if she has a vape pen? I can't get a cut of a vape pen. Like, I gotta hit it 5 times before. No, fuck that shit. Anyways, let's get ready to do this. We are all loaded up stories-wise. Hey, ho, where'd you go? We got to restart this one now. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Ooh, cute ladies talking about it. So we'll get to that in just a second. Are we caught up with the chat? We are. No. I know I got the touch. I'm a waterhead. John Doe going, yeah, Fallout. You saying yay, Fallout? I have no idea if it, Like I said, it's an idea. It's an idea. It's been floated. I don't know what else we'll do. Otherwise, we have like video clips and stuff. We can do the regular Sunday show stuff, but I don't know. We promised we'd do a watch-along one for the month of April. We'll get that done. I actually need to get a link to Fallout is Epic, says Fallen the Great. It looks like it might be interesting. I was figuring we'll watch it and have a good time. I was thinking of making a music video to fucking Robot Jocks because I found a song where they talk about talking to the lead character in a song, like kind of a story song thing. And the person they talk to is Achilles. They're trying to talk him off the roof. The whole name of the song is Achilles Come Down. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is perfect. I'm going to use that. Fallout 4 is getting a next-gen patch next week. I can't say that I care. But, I mean, it's cool. I just can't say that I care. I haven't played Fallout 4 in a long time. Fallout is damn good. I will agree. The world of Fallout, the lore of Fallout, very, very good. I've had a lot of friends that play 76 lately. Have been very excited for that. And you know, I don't have anything against Fallout, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the show. I don't have an opinion of the show, and if I'm gonna do the watch along thing, at least for the first couple episodes of the show, I want not having any experience on them. Like, I've seen clips. We'll experience it. We'll see how it goes. I do know that the lead actress apparently has such a good accent that people did not believe she was British. And then I found out she was British, and I'm like, and boner. I don't know why, but I guess I'm easily won with accents. Boom. Speaking of which, how do you ladies sound? Oh, it helps if you unmute it.
Meanwhile, we are learning more about a 911 outage that impacted millions of people across 4 different states last
All right. So you could be hotter, but all right, how about you?
night. Law enforcement officials tell NBC News that there's no indication that it was caused by a cyber attack or even another malicious act.
Of course, that is still under investigation. The outage.
Damn it.
Good job.
Two of them. And not one of them with just a twang of me not from here. And it would have been cool.
Left residents in at least half a dozen cities in Nebraska, South Dakota, Texas, and Nevada without access to 911. Local officials say some systems were down for hours. Services at many call centers are now restored, but the cause continues to be a mystery. NBC News correspondent Aaron.
The cause continues to be a mystery. I could float an idea. I got 2. You ready? Here's hot take number 1. It was deliberate by the government. Hot take number 2, our shit's all like old and archaic. I'm gonna go FBI inside job, because it just seems too weird that 4 different states had this problem. Area 51 is to blame. Why Area 50? Water burp. Why Area 51? What could Area 51 have to do with it? Trucker 18-wheeler, hi Johnny, the show can start now. Oh, thank God, howdy doodle. Oh, we're having one. 5G? Yeah, no. I like legit. Here's my thoughts on this. I kind of feel like it's like this whole take down American society thing. Like a whole just like it's the whole make way for the new world order because America's crumbling. I also would like to know how if that is the case, how that's supposed to help keep Biden in office. They're really, I think they're banking on the illegal immigrants thing, which is just, I blame Studio 54. Goddamn right, those frickin' hippies and their drugs. All coked out and fucking. Although nowadays, what are the Area 50 or what do the Studio 54 people do? I suppose what like designer stuff like ketamine and fentanyl. No, fentanyl would be trashy. Say just ketamine. I don't know. John Doe blaming the juice. Why would you blame the juice? Oh, maybe I'm reading that wrong.
McLaughlin has been all over this story since the middle of the night, basically. Aaron, we know that officials in South Dakota held a press conference earlier today saying they
all right, your accent doesn't matter. Go.
still don't know what was behind this outage. What else are they revealing at this hour?
Yeah, that's right. They still don't know. The officials there in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I take it back. Your accent does matter, and I'm docking points.
Are being perhaps the most vocal about what exactly happened in terms of the.
Bud Britches with $5 on the Rumble. Thank you very much. Saying, I have a 2-hour drive home. You better be entertaining. Well, no promises, but I'll try my crippled damnedest. I'll dock you, says John Doe. No, you won't. No, you won't, sir. That offer was not for you. Offer was for her. Which the pause is also getting my face where you look like you have the bit like, I don't know, that face is bugging me. But so that means if we have $5 more on the on Rumble rants, we kick over our threshold to buy out a day of the show. So then we'd automatically go to 5:30 today and have a $5 goal for tomorrow. And If we hit that in the show at any point in time through the other stuff, then we just knock that out. Hooray, hurrah, huzzah. Pizza pie in your eye. So that's how that all works. So just so we're keeping track of that stuff. And again, $5 goal for the day outside of Rumble. $5 goal now inside of Rumble. And 5:30, here we come. But yes, so let's do that. Two more. Aaron McLaughlin. Aaron McLaughlin. With huge tracts of land, actually small tracts of land, huge forehead. What is it with people named Aaron? They've got an airport on their face. Their nose looks like a landing strip. Their forehead a parking lot. You just can't make out why there's so much real estate on an Aaron.
The timeline, they say that the outage started at 7:58 p.m. in the evening and went all the way until 10:38 p.m. in the evening. So for over 2 hours, they're saying this whole situation is unprecedented. Take a listen to what one official had to say.
To our knowledge, we have never experienced an outage.
Finally, a man to talk about this story. All right, give me some facts. Go, sir.
Of this magnitude or duration. In this unprecedented challenge, we pivoted 911 calls to remaining phone lines.
Oh, he said remaining phone lines. I thought he was about to say Romania phone lines, and I was like, oh, great. Welcome, 911, what is your emergency? Yeah, there's someone trying to stab me. Sounds bad. Do you have frying pan? How many buildings fell? I don't know if there were any buildings that fell or not. I suppose they might tell us. At least it was late night when everybody was asleep. Wait, who are we docking, says Trucker 18.
Now, he's saying it's unclear what happened in South Dakota exactly. It's also unclear, he says, from his perspective, what happened in the 3 other states that were impacted. It's worth noting that law enforcement officials tell NBC News that at this point, there's no evidence of foreign interference in this situation. But as you pointed out, Vicki, it's still under investigation.
Yeah. But the impact is still, I mean, a big deal. We're talking access to 911 services, the services people call when they need them most. How was 911 or just any responders really at that point able to maneuver around that?
Yeah, again, we're getting a clearer picture, the clearest picture there in Sioux Falls, a city of 200,000. They said they were able to detect that something was wrong pretty quickly thanks to an analytical program that was already built into their system, alerting them to this issue. They then send out emergency alerts out across the city to people's cell phones, letting them know that if they need to dial 911, they should text or referring them to another sort of landline number.
So then, overall, we were all okay. Kind of buried the lead with it not really being a thing. All righty. Well, nah, not really.
Good job to them being on top of it.
Aaron McLaughlin, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Aaron McLaughlin. I thought they said Sarah McLaughlin for a minute. In the arms of the angel, don't call 911. It's the beginning of the purge. Oh boy, and I don't have a gun. Shit. Learn to talk, ma'am. All right, thank you, Trucker 18. So yes, we don't know why, but we lost several states lost emergency services direct line access for a limited amount of time. But if they had like the text alert thing to everybody's phone, then I guess it wasn't that big a deal. Again, what the hell is this? What the hell is that? Did I scratch my head? The fuck? Can't go a day without an injury. Bud Britch is saying buy yourself something nice. Oh no. It's getting back above water. We're not even above water. We're just slightly drowning, but thank you for that. Getting a raise on my other gig next month. So that'll help. You fell in a bush, Johnny. I have fallen, but I didn't think I hit my head anywhere. I don't fucking know how that happened. All right. But anyways, yeah, so that buys us out to tomorrow. So now our goal is on to the 19th for $5. If we make $5 today on Twitch, Streamlabs, PayPal, all of them, will be all through tomorrow's goal. So let's do that and save. So we'll do that out. Texting 911 because someone broke into your house and spell correct keeps interfering. Thank you, Fill Some Holes, for the 100 bits. 911, da number is unavailable. Hey, can you wait to bungle it me to death? 911 is down. Okay, you want some tea while we wait? Okay, sure. Saint Aran, I'm not sure where we're going with that. But thank you, Fill Some Holes, for the sticker. Chevy JB headline. This headline piqued my interest. Did you not look into it? I did not. No, I did not get this one at all. I didn't see it, but this one's interesting. We might actually have to talk about that. That's gonna be funny. All right, hold on. I have to disable my ad blocker so I can get stupid ads on this page. All right, so we might talk about that in a bit. We'll get to that. We'll put it in that. We've got one to go to in just a video from southern Turkey. A cable car got into a situation. We got a video of that. We'll do that. Did Waco and Oklahoma City bombing happen today or tomorrow? I don't know what you're talking about, John. Those were both a long time ago. Anyways, so I can just imagine that, though. The autocorrect for 911, like, so they're getting the text messages like 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, my house is being broken into by a bunch of naggers. Well, sir, I feel like it's really weird to describe people that way. Damn autocorrect.
Fuck off.
Thank you, Wilmer. The meeting is today, says Saint Aran. The meeting is today. I didn't get I guess I'm not part of whatever this group is. Disavow, prank caller, prank caller. All right, let's go to this video in Turkey. Now off of jokes and bullshit comedy crap, back to something mildly serious. I guess a cable car hit a pole. You know, one of those things that those harlot strippers use. Oh, fucking call back to the other thing. Our world, with our PC world, it would change it to squatters instead of the N-word. Possibly, John Doe. Again, but you caught the joke. It was the idea was the joke that autocorrect was again, but make it all right. Anyways, so who put the poll on the tracks?
Cheer 100 nag hers.
Thank you, Egg Picker. We're now 100 bits or one sub away from a hype train. If you want to do that, that'll be super awesome. We have a minute and a half, a minute and a half to kick this tarted thing in the gits. So let's, what are the gits? I have no idea. No idea. I'll be honest, we got a lot of sleep, but who knows where we are. We took our antidepressants right before the show. So let's go ahead and do this clip. Oh, never mind. So it was censored on the cheer, says Egg Picker. So I guess that one wouldn't have gotten through anyway. Oh,
here comes
me.
A train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line.
Well, I won't need this.
The mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Almost. Whatever. We learned something about auto mod today, and we all grew because of it. Thank God. 18% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. Oh, I had this for a reason. Yeah, use it now, dumbass.
Cheer 100 yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Was Fill Some Holes, for the 100 bits. We have the hype train going 25% of the way. Let's get to this video quick in Turkey. It's not too long. Just again, helicopters race to rescue over 170 people trapped in a cable car accident. Now, my question is, how do we gauge that race? Like, are we going on time or people saved? Like, if you only do 3 runs, but you save people quicker than somebody who does 7 runs, like, what are we talking? You know, like, who's the winner? And what do you get awarded for winning this race? Do you get a medal? Do you get to pick, like, your pick of the survivors? Like, aha, she looks young and fertile. I'll take her. Like, how does that go? How do we get to, who wins the race?
You're watching Turkish military helicopters race to the scene of a cable car that collided with a broken pole in southern Turkey.
You know why the pole was broken? Because you don't have weight restrictions on your horse. If your strippers know to be, you know, the slender bitches, the poles won't break. You get to eat the dead first. John Doe, why would you want to eat the dead? I'm gonna be honest with you. Long pig has never been a particular specialty or thing of mine that I've ever desired to cook and or eat. Never had the experience, pleasure, or to just overall, like I said, desire to do it. But why that? Because it'll be spoiled. Really? That's your only problem? Yeah, it's just the meat will be bad. Holy crap, viewers are jumping up. All right, we're doing a show for another 3 hours already, guaranteed. Was Fill Some Hole, tasty bacon. Only if they're well marbled. And we're doing, like I said, a show for another 3 hours, guaranteed. So everything we make on this hype train is helping bank out tomorrow's goal. We're 31% of the way through level 1. We have a little bit over a minute and a half to kick it into level 2 if you want to do that, so please do if you can. Otherwise, we have the Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo if you want to support the show. Let's get back to the race in Turkey. And the race is on.
1 person was killed, 10 additional people were injured. Multiple cable cars remained trapped for hours midair, affecting a further 174 passengers, according to Reuters. Over 600 rescue...
man, according to Reuters, if you had a whole bunch of Reuters, why didn't you have them just, like, I don't know, lift the cable cars or something? Like, if they're jacked on roids... Dude, if you got Reuters, there's nothing you can't do. Yeah, man, are you jacked? I'm jacked. I'm on roids. Yeah. Like superhumans. You got Reuters. I'm so dumb.
Workers and 10 helicopters responded to the daunting call. Some were tied to ropes suspended high in the sky, climbing into cable cars. The mission lasted 23 hours, according to Turkish officials. Reuters reports that Turkish...
23 hours. You know somebody shat in one of them things. 31% looks like we're going to end the hype train there. We got 30 seconds left. So 31% looks like we're going to end on that. We'll kind of close it out because there's no food in Turkey. Oh. You'd think there'd be at least a lot of sandwich meat in Turkey. Like, don't they, like, isn't that where turkey comes from? I assumed every time you got a package of, like, turkey at the mall, it was like, oh, this is just a piece of the country. Just they grow it. All right, there's the hype train of level 1, 31%. I don't know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Who knows? Who cares? We got some support. Thank you. Let's do that controlled burn. Here we go. I just read Rex Dart's comment. I love it. Broken pole? Something, Lizzo, something. You know, because the old tired pit. I love it. Yes, these sandwich meats people. It's people. Soylent Green is people. All right. Anyways, so let's go back. Let's find out who won the race.
Prosecutors have launched an investigation into the collision and ordered the detention of 13 people in relation to the incident.
Oh, that's all we get. Oh, look, picture of a cat.
We've done stories.
Oh, F you. No. You do not auditorially rape people with the voice and face that is Janine Moose. You do not put that pumpkin-faced lady on the screen without a warning. There should be a disclaimer. Viewer discretion advised. Some content might be harmful to young viewers. You do not just throw... No. You do not just throw that face up there, all right? I wasn't expecting that. What if I had been eating and the voice to accompany it? Janine Moose does not get put up on the screen without a disclaimer, and you have to willfully click that. Oh, CNN, you've pissed me off now. This is not okay. This is not okay. You guys and your goddamn Janine Moose agenda. Why can't I just... This thing... All right, there we go. That fixes it. I really got to just fucking quit being lazy and redo the studio stuff in the background. I am hopefully going to be more active with this medication stuff. We'll see. Certain things I got to just get off my ass and do this weekend no matter what. So we'll get all that done. And yeah. All right. So again, Janine Moose. I'd be interested in a story about a giant cat. That part I would find very, very entertaining. But the fact that it also is accompanied by Gollum's grandmother is a little bit of a problem for me. So I'll fucking move on if you don't mind. Janine Moose. It still hurts. I'd end the show if I could. 911, what's your emergency? I wasn't warned at CNN put Janine Moose's face and voice on the screen and in my ears, and now I'm thinking about hurting myself or other people. I can't control the evil. It's just... Oh, have you ever seen like the scary lady from the horror nun videos? Yeah, well, imagine she showed up to talk to you about a cat. It's just really fucking weird, man. Oh. Was Phil some hole saying I saw a butch girl with a mustache today? Yeah, I did too. Janine Moose was just on the screen. But okay, so let's go from something that I was having a lot of fun with, which is just bagging on Janine Moose, and move over to something I'm probably going to get very annoyed with, and some of you might as well, but we'll talk about it quickly and move on. I didn't lint roll the mic today. My bad. Maybe next video story we have where I get a minute, we'll do that whole dance. The CNN lady never changes. She always looked like that even when I was in college. That is sad. I was willing to at least be like, look, man, I get it. Time spares no one. But if what you say is true, then again, I ask the question I have had for a while now, which is, what does she have in terms of blackmail evidence that allows that woman to stay on the air? Like, why has, of all the people that have stayed at CNN, why have they never found a reason to be like, we're done with the era of Miss Moose. It's time for the cows to come home, Miss Moose. All right, anyways, let's get to this story quick. So, guys, you know how the COVID vaccine is super, super safe, and it's going to make you and your family super duper safe, and like 99% efficacy, right? Like you'll never need. And then they switch that to like you need a booster all the time. Well, if you are one of those people who lives in Canada, and right now I'm not, thank God. Don't know where the future will take me though. Certainly hope it isn't to Canada. But in Alberta, the newest guidance in the Canadian province is that the new mRNA booster should be received quarterly, which means once every 3 months, every year for the rest of your life. It's pissing me off now. We know that the stuff is bullshit. We know the bullshit is bullshit. And we have, and I get it, it's not in America. Trucker 18-wheeler, no. Right. I agree with you. No. Oh, I got to move over here more now because I moved the camera. That's fine. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Don't do this. This is a bad idea. Bad. Ooh, bad. No. Boo ban. Boo. Boo. Where's my good boo, actually? I want my good boo. Where's my good boo? Yeah.
Boo this man!
So yeah, I don't want this to be a thing. And I granted, like I said, I'm not a Canadian. I don't live in Alberta. But again, this is messed up. Even if it's not enforced like as a rule, the guidance of this. As of Monday, Alberta Health Services, AHS, has updated its guidance on mRNA COVID-19 booster shots to every 3 months, beginning with 6-month-old babies. That works out to 320 doses over your entire fucking lifespan, if you live an average lifespan, which I think you probably won't. If you take those boosters and you have any sort of exercise, if you become an athlete of any kind, we'll see you at the end of your high school career if you make it that far. So 4 times a year, take your baby to the doctor to get a new COVID booster. Because, you know, all of the infants that died of COVID. Look, don't get me wrong. Some people might have an issue with it. Some people might have a hard time with it. But overall, the young people got through it pretty easily. According to Alberta health officials, all vaccines are safe, effective, and save lives. That's not true. And it doesn't matter if a patient takes a COVID-19 booster before, after, or at the same time as a flu shot. That goes for babies as young as 6 months old. These booster shots are anticipated to provide a good immune response against currently circulating strains, says the AHS. Currently, there are no authorized COVID-19 vaccines for children younger than 6 months of age. We don't have new strains. What new strains? What new strains? And I'm sorry, I don't want to. We've seen what this stuff does. Can we stop putting it in the children? Can we stop putting it in the children? How many people will take them? I don't know. This is the guidelines in Alberta, Canada, so I have no idea what the rules are. On like, do you have to follow the guidelines, or is it just like, again, a suggestion? AHS specifically recommends the extra booster to seniors, adults living among seniors, healthcare workers, and people with underlying medical conditions or autoimmune issues. But it doesn't end there. Alberta health officials also name First Nations peoples, members of racialized and other equity-denied communities, and pregnant women as special groups that should get the vaccine. So if I was in Alberta, Canada, they would push this stuff on me. They better not push this stuff on me anywhere I go now. Like I don't play around with this anymore, like with hospitals and everything. As far as I'm concerned, me and a lot of other people called it early on. I played their game for a hot second and then I stopped, and now I'm past the point of being just, well, agree to disagree. Like, if I go to a hospital and they ask me about COVID stuff, I'm going to get mad. Like, I'm going to go, I'm sick of this crap, and you need to stop pushing it. I'm just going to be very polite about it. Look, I'm very sick of this crap, and you need to stop pushing it. And then I'm just going to say, well, you know, we have to ask, and I'm going to be like, that's not an excuse. Move on. And that's the way I'm going to be about it, because I am not okay with this anymore. But I need to get my goddamn infusion, so I'm not willing to be like, you know what, fuck this place, I'm leaving. Because unfortunately, you can't go to a hospital that shares your moral viewpoints. Alrighty. They push euthanasia. Yeah, they push euthanasia. Again, I'm not saying I'm worried about this being a thing here. I don't like any area that does this given what we know. Given that we know what we know, no. Oh, that's right. Was this I thought this was a video.
Fuck off.
No, this is supposed to be a young video. This is supposed to be a video. Okay. It was paused and it didn't want to play. Okay.
Got you a new deal.
No, you shut up. Shut up with your commercials. Stupid ads with stupid people. So our next thing that we're going to get into is about Democratic or about Biden being one of the first or not first, but the first president in a very, very long time to have this particular issue. Democrats have always kind of had their thumb on the pulse of young people. And then after looking into it, it turns out they've had their thumb on more than just the pulse of young people. They've had it on areas that pulsate, sometimes without those young people's consent. Joe Biden, in particular, has a well-video documented history of sniffing young people. Creepy, to say the least. But at any rate, let's go to this video of how are the young people feeling about old Joe B today. Play. Oh, I should unmute it first. Ha, I'm learning.
At one stop after another, cries of protest trail President Biden.
Uh-oh.
Even outside the United Steelworkers headquarters in Pittsburgh, one of the many friendly venues the White House selects in hopes of minimizing angry disruptions over the Israel-Gaza war.
Hello, Pittsburgh.
Whether or not the president can hear their message, many demonstrators share a common bond.
Oh, and we got a fun story about the whole supporting Palestine thing to talk about today, too.
If there is indeed a will to stop this conflict, it can be stopped.
Kareem
I have a clip later for you guys. It's going to be fun to play. There's indeed a way to stop this conflict. It can be stopped. Yeah, it can be, but let's be honest about one thing. If Israel stops fighting today, Hamas starts planning tomorrow. I'm not saying that Israel shouldn't stop all their fighting. I'm not saying they should. I don't have a fucking pony in that race. I don't give a shit. But my point is, I feel like a lot of you guys fail to admit that if the fighting were to stop today, the plotting for the next attack starts tomorrow.
Safia Dean is a PhD student at the University of Pittsburgh, one of many young Americans speaking out.
If there is not something that changes dramatically, can you vote for Joe Biden?
I do not believe so. And I do believe that many people will not be voting for Joe Biden. And if this indeed does something, it does open a debate, a discussion.
The debate plays out most everywhere Biden goes as he tries to rebuild his winning coalition. One of the most resistant pieces of that puzzle is young voters on college campuses.
Well, I think you're forgetting an amazing part of his winning coalition was overnight mail-in ballots. Where did those come from? How does he appeal to those? You know, the ballots that came in overnight while all of us were sleeping when it seemed like old President Trump had this in the bag, and next thing we know, old Joe squeaked it by in the middle of the night. Why can't he appeal to those people?
campuses, a place Biden has avoided almost entirely.
I think he would be met with a lot of backlash, a lot of protest.
Dude,
because
no offense, dude. All right, I've got enough of the hair off of the mic. I can fucking get back to actually doing a show with me on the screen. Because let's be honest, let's bring the moneymaker back, right? Look, sugar tits, honestly, doggy style would work, but about that. Anyways, so, look, lady, I don't know if you know this or not. Everybody that goes on campus now is met with backlash. One of the worst places to perform, speak, or generally be a person of any sort of independent thought or idea is at a campus. The only way you are generally well received is if you are one of the current, like, let's see, generally now in today's climate, one of the dumb, stupid, woke, equity, anti-cisgender, anti-white male privilege, like one of those people. Then they'll be like, ooh, blah. But if I go like, hey, I'm a dude, and I think like speech is something that we need to understand. It can elevate who we are. It can lower who we are. But when we limit it, it destroys who we are. And people will be like, fuck you. We don't like you. And I'll be like, no, you're saying hate speech is okay. I'm saying hate speech is just another form of speech. But you can choose how that hate speech affects you. If someone says hateful speech towards you, you can go, okay, now I can see that guy's an asshole. But if you make it illegal, improper, or in any way impossible for that person to say that stuff publicly, they won't. They'll say it privately. And then you'll think they're your friend until they're not. Only focusing on the tits, Johnny. No, I'm saying here, let me wipe the chat off the screen. I'm not only focusing on the tits. I'm saying, what do you do with the rest of that? All right? All right, Mr. Saint Caesar? I'm saying I was focusing on the best part because let's just say sometimes I like my dessert before I eat my vegetables. I ask you. All right, let's put that chat box back on the screen. Atomic Ray, the world is near its end. Satan is a door-to-door salesman. Really? I thought he was a president. Ha-ha! Jokes. But seriously, does Joe Biden ever wear red shoes? Just asking. Just asking. Why? No reason.
His policies have killed tens of thousands of people.
Dahlia Saba is a Wisconsin graduate.
His policies have killed tens of thousands of people. Right. And again, I feel like a lot of you don't realize that, again, we're forgetting that if Israel if Israel was losing, the other side would be doing just as much. There's no good side. But all right. Let's hear about how it's all us. Again, what are we supposed to do? Make them stop? They don't listen to us. That's why they get blackmail evidence on all our politicians.
Student who helped organize a protest vote in the state's primary earlier this month.
Fucking Jesus, Atomic Ray. You can throw claim. Oh.
She bristles at the notion of whether her opposition to Biden could help Donald Trump.
We reject the idea that the Democratic Party feels like they have to coerce people into voting for them.
Oh my God, you're right. Someone said flat, and I was like, I didn't catch, this angle was very flattering. You're right. Wow. It doesn't help we vote no ceasefire at the UN. Yeah, sure, that doesn't help. We can make and change those policies. But like I said, overall, like you and I can't affect it. And more importantly, too many of our politicians blindly support Israel, openly support Israel. Even right now, Israel's talking about the attack on Iran and Iran saying don't retaliate for our attack or whatever or something like that. And Israel's like, we have a right to defend ourselves. It's like, yes, but you need to stop punching people. You don't have a right to assault people or send billions of dollars yearly. Yeah, I'd like to end both of those. I'd love to end both of those. She looks like it. Oh, John Doe. She is a college graduate. Is that a nose ring? If that's a nose ring, I've got to dock her more points.
Of another candidate that is worse.
If protests rage until the election,
wait a minute.
could
what?
well become the...
So wait, Trump is a candidate that is worse? All right, hold on. Go back. So not supporting Biden won't support Trump? I don't...
In the state's primary earlier this month, she bristles at the notion of whether her opposition to Biden could help Donald Trump.
We reject the idea that the Democratic Party feels like they have to coerce people into voting for them by leveraging the threat of another candidate that is worse.
If protests rage until the election, Biden could well become the first Democratic president since the Vietnam era, unwelcome to large crowds of students.
He does have this problem of a kind of nagging protest vote on the Democratic side because of his handling of things in Gaza.
Barry Burton leads
He also has the problem that a lot of young people feel uncomfortable around him because they have this really weird tendency to be uncomfortable around people that they sense as pedos. Allegedly. Oh my God, hobo chili recipe, deep cut, hilarious. Oh, hobo chili recipe. Why does this bitch look like the Cyclops from the movie Crawl? Oh my God, that is awesome. Real talk, though, for an older lady, the Spider Queen was hot, right? The Spider Queen was hot. I think so. I think if I remember correctly, Spider Queen was hot. Anyways, let's go to camera on. Oh, Barry, you have such a burden. Shondo, she alternates. Nose ring, clit ring. Nose ring, clit ring. No. Trucker 18 wheel. They'll vote for Mr. Kennedy. Yeah, no, they won't. They won't vote for. And even if they do, that won't do anything. Will it? Will that do anything? I don't know. But then that'll help Trump because then Biden just doesn't get the support. But again, she has a point. They literally push Joe Biden as, well, if it's not him, it's Donald Trump, and Trump's worse. And like I said, I have yet to see how Trump could be worse because I remember when Trump was in office, and yeah, I don't know how Trump could be worse.
Research Center at the University of Wisconsin, where presidential visits to college campuses,
thousands of people to see Kennedy,
have long been a historically critical stop for Democrats.
You could feel the kind of youth energy behind the Clinton campaign. This was just a very comfortable place for Obama as a candidate and a very necessary place
for
him to find votes.
Obama has no trouble getting it. He was a charismatic young black man, and so as soon as he walked on the campus, he was like, I'm eloquent. I have a lot to say. And I feel if we work together, we can be good people. We need to bring the country together instead of falling apart. And all the other, I'm an ally. I support you. Then the ladies were like, can you take my virginity with your big black dick? And he's like, nope, I've got one of those at home. What do you mean, your virginity? Nope, I mean a big black dick. Hobo chili recipe. No, Krull was awesome. It mixed sci-fi with fantasy. Dude, I'm not saying Krull wasn't awesome. It was, I'm saying, if I remember, the Spider Lady was hot. John Doe going LOL, good Obama, Johnny. Nah, I don't believe so. But passable because there's nobody else to do it. So it's just this guy. All right, go.
What do you make of the protest vote and how that could impact November?
Well, Biden certainly does not have the support of young people the way Obama did. I think the Vietnam War is the closest analogy. That was also the period when we had the biggest generation gap between the parties.
While pro-Palestinian demonstrations are far more than a campus movement, Biden's advisors are studying young voters carefully.
The one thing that's surprising me is the degree to which he's disregarding public opinion.
Anna Sorial is a graduate architecture student at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. She regrets her vote for Biden 4 years ago.
That was the first time I could vote in a presidential election. Frankly, I look back, I'm embarrassed.
Wait, we just ended it right there?
You want to close out? Should I? Normally I'd hold, but...
You fucking... That's the end of it? You guys cut it right there. CNN, what else did she say? Skeezy Whitefish, as you should be. Yeah, fucking goddamn steroids. I've got all right. And those ghoulish looking witches. Didn't he have like a spinny thing for a weapon? I'm so dumb I can't remember it. Yeah. Dude, Krull had like it was like a five bladed throwing star thing that couldn't he control it with his mind? I don't even remember. It's an old movie. I just remember Clydesdales running in the sky. And I remember the spider lady. There was a lot of weird fucking stuff to that movie. Oh, bad. Was Phil some holes meth scabs? God, I wish. I wish that was a meth scab. That is unfortunately just a steroid-driven zit. She probably said she'll vote Trump. Well, she definitely said that she's not going to vote for Biden. She said she felt embarrassed for her last vote. So yeah, I don't know. Slayers, says Saint Aran. Don't know what we're talking about with that one. But yeah, so I don't think she's going to vote for old Biden. And I find it really, really funny that she says that it was she's embarrassed. And again, that wasn't like a subtle cut. That wasn't like a like, all right, for so-and-so CNN reporting. Like, that's literally like, I'm embarrassed. Like, all right, break. The narrative's falling apart. Break. All right. So let's go ahead and, yeah, and then we immediately cut to what could happen if prosecutors bring up Trump's legal past, former president's attorney explains. Yeah, that was not the story I wanted at all. And it's interesting how quickly you jumped to that. Oh, we got to hate on old Donald Trump. Come on, folks. RFK. LOL, pop it. I can't. It's not all the way there. It's like right here. It's in my beard. It's leaking slowly. I can't pop it. There's nothing to pop. I could sit there and squeeze the crap out of it, but that'll just make it more fucked up. So I just kind of every once in a while that I've been over here, I've been like, all right, nobody's watching quick, and I've just kind of like pinched it a bit to kind of get some crap off of it. But yeah, I need to stop doing that. Anyways, but thank you for the advice. According to an ad I saw on Rumble, the real candidate will be revealed in June. You know what? I'm not going to disagree with that just because I can't see how Biden can win. How can we have anyone? How can they run him? Like at this. Oh my God, it's a sticker party. Thank you, Was Fill Some Holes. Slayers is from Krull. Oh, again, I can barely remember. Hey, this is a weird thing to say, but if you want to do stickers, they're available for everybody for free for a limited time. You can't aim them, but you can just pick whatever one you want. Bukkake the screen with stickers. We're gonna go to a story after this that is less than hilarious. So those Rumble ads are a joke. Yeah, I'm sure they're totally real. But again, if it was, I wouldn't be surprised because again, I can't see how they can win with Biden, how they can run with Biden. But yeah, while we get the stickers thrown out of the screen, I'm gonna pop some drops in my eyes because my contacts are drying out on me. Our next story here is Dr. Phil. This is from 6 days ago. The truth behind transgender clinic exposed. We're going to move. I was moving through a bunch of different parts of this, but this is a 15-minute video. So I'm just going to focus on one part of one of the nurses of this clinic and what she says about people that she worked with. And we'll play this for a little bit, and then we'll probably move on because it's going to be a rough one. Did that get into my eye? Oh, contact lenses are drying out. Oh, my. Oh, no, chopping off kids' genitals is bad. Who knew? Right, egg picker, but it gets worse than that. This whole thing is available on Dr. Phil Primetime, so I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play this part of it. But this is one particular place that I don't even know that they were operating like with the law in terms of, I think like it's almost an illegal thing. But at any rate, this is just one lady, like a nurse for this place. And yeah, so we'll just go to this. Here we go. Boop and boop.
But the treatments were irreversible and permanent. I saw a young person who was begging to have their breasts put back on after having surgery. We were encouraged not to make a big deal out of it and definitely not to tell other families. I couldn't continue to be silent on it. The medical harms and trauma that I saw with these teens just took over my life. I was told I could no longer raise concerns or even use the phrase, I have concerns about a patient. I have no trust in this industry, medically transitioning minors anymore.
Yeah, because it should fucking end. Thank you for figuring out. Welcome to finding fun, what many of us would call sanity. Thank you, Jesus Christ. She probably said she'll vote Trump. Yeah, we did that one. So at Sane, informed consent after Nuremberg, so we'll just brainwash them into it. I've heard the Rumble app is crappy. I've had no problems with the Rumble app on my Android. I've had no problems at all with the Rumble like on the browser. So, but people claim to have issues. But yes. Why don't we just Landers, I don't know why we aren't prosecuting people. Again, there's so many places that push this as this has to be done to save people's lives or they'll commit suicide, all the stupid stuff they push. And it just doesn't seem to matter how many times we have someone come forward and go, hey, whistleblower, it turns out that's not what you said it was. But, I mean, what are we going to do? It's weird because the UN are pro-trans but anti-female genital mutilation. Again, I am just anti-genital mutilation. I feel like male, female, just stop chopping off the kids' goddamn dicks. I remember seeing the detransition people speaking up and being censored. Oh, they still totally are. We did the clip a couple weeks ago from the lady that did the board meeting with Disney talking about how they support transitioning and transition care, but detransitioning and detransition care and treatment they don't support, and that she was one of the people speaking up about that whole movement. St. Caesar saying, I use Brave. I don't see why when I leave Aaron's tab for a minute, I have to refresh. Could be his bit rate, I guess. I don't know. I've never had that problem. I have Chrome and I just leave it up. In VR chat and virtual reality, they have a transgender support world, and the first thing in it is a suicide hotline number. Not kidding. Yeah, cheeseburger. I mutilate my genitals regularly. Yeah, turn off the lights. I'm about to butcher my dick. And I beat my meat like a fucking butcher. Can I punk the pussy like a Ashton Kutcher? Yeah, so again, I have a lot of issues with all of that. But like with this kind of stuff where it's like, I couldn't be silent anymore. You shouldn't have been silent in the first place. Again, why turn off the lights? Do it at a gay pride parade. Moving on. All right. So we've got that, and then what was this? Oh yeah, we've got another one. Okay. So Libs of TikTok shared this. We're gonna play this video. This is gonna be fun to put. Crowder puts his genitals on other coworkers every day. Allegedly he likes to share the sausage. He calls it the spud. He's like, hey man, you know I love potatoes. Say hello to the spud. What? Don't make it gay, dude. Don't make it gay. Anyways, let's go ahead and watch this video. A Georgia school showed a video of a dog who identifies as a cat to promote transgender inclusion. Now, apparently, they issued an apology after they got a lot of backlash, but let's first see what they got backlash over. Let's pull the actual Libs of TikTok post. The school did not respond to request for comment. Okay. All right, let's pull up the video, and I'm just going to say right off the jump, I'm going to have to take my camera down for this one. I think I can guess which dog is the one that's confused about its identity. Out of the 3 animals in this picture, I think I can tell because, once again, much like the community they represent, they can't not put some sort of visual form in your face the minute you meet them. I think I know which one is confused. But let's go ahead and hit play.
Hi, I'm Gulliver, and this is Emmett.
Hey!
Oh, hi. I'm Barry.
Oh, hey!
We are so excited you are here. We could use another dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice collar.
Oh, thank you. I like it.
So, what do you want to do first? Find a chew toy? Oh, chase our tail? Oh, I know. Let's sniff.
No, actually, I like to play with yarn. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Or I like to clean my paws like this. And you clean your face too. Yeah. Or we could practice purring like this.
Purring?
Yeah. And we could try to meow.
What?
Meow.
How do you make this with a straight face? I've got to be honest right now. This is the stupidest thing I've seen. Like, I mean, somewhere Jim Henson is clinging onto a Kermit puppet in his grave, and he's losing his mind. Well, I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of this. It's not easy being dead and seeing someone ruin your legacy. Oh boy.
Like that. It's great fun. You should try it.
Why not?
Yeah, let's go.
Excuse me, would you? I have to go for a second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Miss Madison? Miss Madison?
Oh, hey, Gulliver.
I need an adult. All right, so we have sentient animals that can talk, but when they have trouble, they need an adult. And, of course, our adult is a white lady.
Bring it back. Did you find Bear?
Yeah.
The gatekeepers of all logic, reason, and understanding. Young white ladies. Great. Glad this Juno lookalike can give us her opinion. Go.
We've got to talk.
He seems like a nice guy.
Oh, great guy, great guy. He thinks he's a cat.
He thinks he's a cat.
Yeah. He's over there talking about yarn, and purring, woof, and licking.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
Well, I think you should talk to him.
About what?
Well, about being more like a dog.
Gulliver, you're really struggling with this.
It's weird.
It's not weird, just different. I couldn't ask Barry to change who he is. That would make him really sad.
But
Gulliver, accepting people for who they are is a very important skill. We accept you for who you are.
That's different. I'm a dog who acts like a dog. Well, that's normal.
Not normal, just more common.
That's the definition of normal. I'm sorry. I don't know if you don't know this or not, ma'am. Something that seems to be lost on people. Normal, by definition, is what many people would call the general consensus of society, meaning the norm is where most of us fall. Most of us fall in on the norm. Van Drexel hitting on kids figures. Oh, no. That cat's aiming for some awfully young pussy.
I don't understand.
It's okay to have questions. Questions are good if they help you to accept someone for who they are.
Yeah, say that if it's a rapist. I'm just saying. What if someone identifies as a sexual assaulter? Do we extend them the same courtesy? Where are the lines drawn now? Because apparently there aren't any lines, and I'm confused. I would like to know where the lines are drawn because I feel like specifically the latter of that situation should not be accepted. But I feel like if I give you enough space, you're gonna not draw that line, and I'm gonna have a problem with that. This is where we get. So, alrighty. So there's where that went. That video came out. All right, is this the exact same video? Does it go the exact same length? Yeah, it ends the exact same way, right? With him.
Good if they help you accept someone for who they are.
All right, yeah, questions are good if they help you accept someone for who they are. All right, let's close that. So, the video went viral. Libs of TikTok and other people shared the video. The video went viral, and then the school issued an update to all of the families. So let's check out the update. Good morning, Bramlett families. The Bramlett Elementary Administration Team and the BCSS District Office are aware of the social media post regarding a video that was shown to 4th and 5th grade students at Bramlett Elementary. We have taken the necessary steps to remove the video from any future lessons. The focus of the lesson presented to our students was on accepting differences in one another to promote kindness. The lesson was not intended to promote a specific agenda or ideology. However, we acknowledge that the video used during the lesson was not the best choice. As a result of this experience, all future classroom guidance lessons will be shared and made available to families to review prior to being taught. Therefore, if a family wishes to opt their student out, they will have the opportunity to do so. This change will be reflected in our student handbook that is distributed to all families, so everyone is aware of this school-based policy. Thank you for your continued support of the Bramlett Elementary School. Todd, whoever his last name is, principal. All right, dick sucker. It was not intended to promote a specific ideology. So when we're talking about acceptance and inclusion, as opposed to you having, say, the two dogs being weirded out by the chicken in the group, and she teaches him to be accepting of the chicken, or better yet, have the other dog be an actual cat, and him being like, but I'm a dog, I don't like cats. And you're like, well, you have to learn to accept people, ask questions, whatever. Like, all of that. You could have done that 8 million ways, but you pick a dog with fucking eyeliner and a rainbow collar. I'm sorry, you weren't trying to push a specific agenda. Don't piss on my face and tell me it's raining. That dog couldn't be a cat. The chicken didn't sense the danger. That'd be a best way to end this, is the dog comes back and he's like, the chicken's dead on the ground and he's looking at the other dog. He's like, dude, what the? He's like, I'm a cat, man. I had to do it. This cock called me a pussy. He had to go. All right, we have 2 hours left in the show. Thank you for supporting on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, all of that. Our goal is on to tomorrow, I think $5 to knock out tomorrow's goal. We're probably good on that. We'll see. I don't know. But either way, thank you very, very much. Let's go ahead and click this down. And bam. So, yeah, so, again, there's no ideology at play here. We're just showing this to about oh god. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't take this as an accident, as a slip up, as a whoops-a-doo. I can't do that anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. It's deliberate. The reason it's deliberate because it keeps happening. If it was an accident, people would learn by now. But no. So I can piss on your face, just can't say it's raining. God, it says cheeseburger pie. No, I feel like the rules might have been misinterpreted. I was saying don't do something and tell me it's something else. I wasn't giving you permission for just no. I would like to keep my face dry. Look, I don't know if this is cleared up. I apparently already look like enough of an abuse victim. People are saying I have meth scabs. We might as well not also do no. So yeah. All right, let's get to this last one. That was no, I'm not a subscriber. I don't. What the fuck? Renew. Alrighty, here we go. Minnesota DNR is apparently planning to use dynamite to destroy. Already a subscriber? Log in. No, I don't. Click continue. Oh yeah, click continue. All right, it's not letting me load the site you're doing isn't letting me load without like signing in a subscription, so I'm not gonna do it. But the DNR is apparently using dynamite to blow up old deer stands. It was mildly funny, but so I ate the asparagus for nothing, says Skeezy Whitefish. Apparently, acting like people, pretending to be something they're not, is considered being who they are. Is the height of anti-logic. Well, that was kind of one of the things the author of that piece that we were reading was getting at, which is what's more healthy, helping someone get help when they're obviously kind of confused or whatever, or accepting who they are is just be like, oh, it's okay, and just, yeah. So, I don't know. And then patting yourself on the back for being so brave and accepting. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I, quite frankly, again, just weirded out that was a video. I don't believe the whole accidental thing. We're going to drop the audio quick for the Twitch and all that stuff while we grab our second hour stories. Again, we're going for another 2 hours for the program. So thank you for being here and being part of it. If you want to support our lovely little program, we have the Twitch, or we have the Twitch bits and subs. And then we have the PayPal, the Venmo, those. Let's put those in here. Bam. There's our little Pay Piggy links and pin it. Nope, unable to pin. I thought so. I'll pat your back, Johnny. I don't know why you need to pat my back. My back's fine. My back needs no patting. No patting my back. Bam. Bing, bang, boom. And we can post it over, or we can pin it over here. So pin message. Oh, no, I don't. Top tip for Scruffy. Yeah, Scruffy's a good dude. Scruffy's a good dude. All right, there we go. Those are the things if you want to support the show. Chevy JB, sorry, Johnny. Sorry for what? Sorry for what? What are you saying sorry for? I don't know. No need to apologize. You're like a mod. You've been a stand-up dude. What are you apologizing for? The fuck you got to apologize for? All right, let's go ahead and get this out. So our second hour stories. One, Taylor Swift. Apparently her album might have leaked early, and all the Swifties are upset. You can't illegally access her music. She's only making billions of dollars. She's only a billionaire. What happens if she could give her whole album away for free and it wouldn't affect her at all? But, she has to make her money. And what about all the lawyers and the record executives and all of the people she employs, probably mostly Jewish. So again, they need their money. I have never seen a more cult-like fan base than I have for Taylor Swift. And the only thing I have to say about it is why. Like, she's attractive, don't get me wrong, but she's not super duper hot. She's not Madonna levels of sex symbol. Her music is good, but it's not like, oh my God, end of the world, oh my God, good music. 9 times out of 10, I enjoy her music, mostly performed by other people. It's, again, she's remarkably mid. I'm not saying there's no talent or no beauty there. I'm saying, yeah, fine. But the fucking goddamn insanity movement over her is why I'm like, what? The bad link. What bad link? Oh, the link wasn't bad. The link was totally fine. It's a news media site that wanted me to, sign in and stuff, and I don't have the time to do all that. I'm what's known in the business as lazy. So, yes, the whole thing about it, I'm just like, why? Why do we care so much about Taylor Swift? But we'll get into that story. That's our first one. We have the police arresting a serial cop impersonator who spent 2 decades pretending to be a police officer. This would be one of those cases where people get scammed, and you might be like, all right, not quite victims in that one. Not more so innocent victims than you'd regularly see. And then we have an airline passenger in Sydney who was fined for a very interesting reason. We have a 6-year-old girl who saves her mom and family from a house fire. We're going to talk about that. We have a producer who... All right, Al Roker gets in trouble for DEI stuff. We're going to have fun talking about that. And then I have a video that I'd had from a while ago of a guy named Joe Brown. He's he's a quasi YouTube person who makes videos, and we're gonna play this one and see if it's funny. We'll go for it for as long as it seems like. And yeah, he's kind of hit or miss, so we'll see. I had more faith in this before I saw one of his other ones today, and I'm like, oh, I have one of his in my deck. I hope it doesn't bottom out like that one did. All right, so we're gonna read this one really, really quick. Hours before Taylor Swift's 11th album, The Tortured Poets Department. Oh, let me get a knife so I can cut my wrists. The Tortured Poets Department. Oh, go fuck yourself. I'm a tortured poet. No, you're not. You're a billionaire song artist entertainer. Tortured my left testicle. Do you even smoke weed? Do you even lift, bro? All right, so fans of the 14-time Grammy Award winner Tortured Poet went ballistic online, voicing their disdain for anyone who actively chose to listen to the leaked music, whether legitimate or not. Definitely not listening to the leaks, one user wrote to X, disappointed in anyone who would purposely take away from an artist who works so hard and plans things for her fans to make it special. As someone experiencing this for the first time, and I know a lot of other newbies, why try and ruin this for them too? They added a gif of an amped up Travis Kelce to emphasize their disgust. If you're listening to the leaks, you're not a real Swiftie and don't respect Taylor, another person suggested. F you if you're spreading or listening to leaks, and an even bigger F you if you claim to be a Swiftie while doing so. A fan of Swift's Eras Tour commented. Let me point out that this was my opinion when Lars Ulrich got very vocal about how money affecting Metallica, you know. I don't fucking care. All right? Her album got leaked. Ooh. You're not a real Swiftie. You realize if you are a Swiftie, you have a problem. Like if I was dating a lady and I found out she was a Swiftie, not like I like some Taylor Swift music. Like, no, I'm a Swiftie. Like, there are probably, I would not be surprised to find out, actual, like, fucking Taylor Swift alter Swifties. Like, this is my alter to Taylor Swift. These are all the tickets I buy to all of her shows. And one time she threw a scrunchie and I caught it. I've never washed it. It still smells like Taylor Swift. Like, Jesus. Trucker 18-wheeler a little behind in the show. What a pussy of a dog. Thank you. We're on Taylor Swift, but you're right. What a pussy of a dog. Oh, my God. I had the sound alert thing kind of off and down while for loading stories. Here, let me get that for you. It was channel points, but I can play that one because I have it on this board, too. If I remember exactly where.
Fuck off.
There you go. Fucking Swifties. Again, so I don't like struggling artists who are like struggling to feed their families, whatever. I'd have respect and empathy and understanding. Like, hey, don't leak our shit. Don't ruin our shit that's leaked. Like, dude. All right, cool. But with people like, oh, Taylor Swift, she's taking money from artists who work so hard. Does she work hard? I mean, to perform live, yes, I will give you that. She's traveling like a motherfucker. But again, like, fucking billionaire. Ooh. This album could bomb and she'd be fine. And besides, let's not pretend like all of you Swifties won't buy this thing en masse to support your girl. Again, she has more pay pigs than I've ever seen, and it's fine. I just don't get why. I don't get why. Even right here, let's open this in new tab. Image, new tab, boom, Taylor Swift. Here we go, guys. Get your lube if you're so inclined, but here we go. Why? Like, not bad, okay? Like, not bad. Music, again, okay, not bad. And auto-tune. More likely she has ghostwriters and auto-tune. I don't know about that. I don't know about the ghostwriters and auto-tune. I will say, overall, I generally don't care for her music unless it's performed by someone else. It's a running bit with me and Aaron that I do the Call Me Maybe song as a Taylor Swift thing. And I'm like, yeah, and I love Call Me Maybe. And Aaron's like, that's not a Taylor Swift song. And that joke is born out of me actually thinking it at the first time that it was a Taylor Swift song. Because, again, I don't really care for Taylor Swift. I like her, but her music is for teenage girls, says Toastmaster. I don't dislike her. Her music is okay. Like I said, she's remarkably mid. What I don't understand is remarkably mid somehow like Madonna of our times kind of level. I mean, she just has to start being in movies and shit. She has her own movie about her Eras tour. Isn't she going to be in the Deadpool movie? Effing steroid stuff makes me itchy. But anyways, so let's keep going with that. I got to interview Taylor Swift at WeFest in 2008. She was nice. Her handler was a bitch. But I did get her to say that when she's in Wadena County, she likes to listen to Superstation K106. Well, good for you. Good for you. Again, I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm just saying that this whole like album leak thing isn't that big a deal. Because again, all of the super Swifties are going to wait until the album drops. She's still going to make bank off of her album. She's still going to make bank off of her tours everywhere. And she is still also kind of a billionaire. All right, so let's get to this out of Texas. I'm not sure. I think it's out of Texas. Yeah, it's from Texas. All right, so police have arrested a serial cop impersonator who spent 2 decades stopping motorists across multiple states in order to scam them. This is one where if you get stopped by a guy saying he's a cop and he has the shit to make you believe it, I got to wonder, yes, I believe she's a Dazzler. I believe she's Dazzler from X-Men in Deadpool 3. I really hope it's like Deadpool 2 where they introduce a lot of really cool people and they have really cool cameos and then they just murk them like 5 minutes in. Just like, hey, the action's kicking off and all of them die. That would be awesome. Again, that'd be awesome. That'd be, for me, that would be a point of personal joy. But hey, I don't know. I'm still going to go watch the movie. I don't give a shit. It's Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm going to go see it. I'm going to see it in the theaters. I'm going to make a big old bucket of popcorn, and I'm going to watch a movie. And then also, what was the other thing I was going to say about? I don't remember. I have no. Oh, speaking of big old bucket of popcorn, we are going to do the watch along for Fallout 1 and Fallout's episode 1 and 2 probably. Or at least episode 1. What are they, like an hour long? If they're like an hour long, we'll do 2. You know, unless they're like an hour and a half or some shit. Like, and if they're 45 minutes, definitely do 2. Definitely. So I'll make a big ass thing of popcorn. I like her, but her music is for teenagers. Yeah, we covered that. All right. Let's go. Again, serial cop impersonator from Texas was busted after authorities said he tried to pull over undercover deputies while sporting a fake uniform, ballistic vest, and an official-looking badge. Sean Arnold was driving a white Hyundai Santa Fe equipped with emergency sirens and lights when he attempted to perform the illegal traffic stop during a racing event in West Houston Saturday, according to a press release from the Harris County Sheriff's Office. So he pulled over real cops. He's been doing it since 2001. So since 2001, he's been pulling people over as a police officer. Holy Jesus. Following year, he was busted with the same charge in Illinois. In 2015, he was found guilty in police in Missouri. Alarmed by Arnold's suspicious behavior, undercover deputies alerted marked sheriff's units, which stopped him and found he was fully equipped to deceive by having donned a police uniform shirt, bulletproof vest with his last name stitched on the front, a body camera and security badge. plus a BB gun, a taser, police radios, and other equipment commonly carried by law enforcement officers in his car. Oh, dude. So he walked up to him with this shit. Let's, he walked up dressed. Oh, boy. Ooh. Toastmaster saying, why wouldn't he just get trained and be a real police officer if he likes pulling people over? He's wearing the costume. What's the difference? Well, the difference is, like, he has people, like, like, pay tickets or fines or citations or whatever, and he just pockets the money, and none of it's legit. Like, I feel like it's illegal to impersonate a police officer, so probably not a good thing. But I don't think he wanted a job. I think he just wanted to. Suspect was charged with impersonating a police officer and a felon in possession of body armor and is being held on a $15,000 bond. So that's it. So in other words, he's going to do it again. He's gonna do it again. Mr. Q saying, you'd think if you bought a body camera and all the other stuff, you'd spend a couple of $100s on a real gun. I'm glad he didn't. Penis balloon, says Fallen the Great. Okay. Penis balloon. I'm glad he didn't, because I would like to think, like, he's a cop, he shows up, he pulls somebody over, shit gets real, and he's not ready for it. All he's got is a BB gun. He can't radio for backup. Hell no. I love the idea of Elmer Fudd the Chud running around with a BB gun. Don't have a real gun. If he has a real gun, then when he fucks around and finds out, he's prepared to at least maybe defend himself. No. I want him not to be prepared to defend himself. I want him to be like, oh crap, I brought a BB gun and a taser to a gunfight, and now I'm in danger, and I can't call the cops because I'm not a cop. I'd have to call 911 like, hello, 911? Yeah, I'm cosplaying as a police officer, and a couple of people took it way too real, and now bullets are flying. I could use some backup, 10-4. Oh, man. Cheeseburger Pie, how many BJs do you think he got from women that didn't want a ticket? Again. My guess is that's his aim. Like, he pulls people over, he like looks away, and turns off the camera for a second. He'll be like, look, I turned the camera off for a second, I don't have long. You slide me some money direct, we'll pretend this whole thing didn't happen. And then they'll be like, all right, cool. And he'll be like, all right, I gotta turn on the camera, we're gonna just play it cool. And then so like he does the whole thing, and then he gets paid, and then that's a day. You know what it is? It's illegal to own body armor as a felon. Yeah, and the $15,000 bond, I'm sure between that and everything else, I'm sure he's been arrested for this multiple times. He has the body armor and everything else. He's still going to go do this. He's still going to go do it. Why would he quit? We're going to just let him out again. He'll be right back at it. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to quit anytime soon. But again, this is why I support him not having an actual firearm. Sure, the body armor might protect you well enough to stop a bullet, but I love the idea of like, oh fuck, shit just got real and all I've got's a BB gun. Hope you're not a squirrel. Be awesome. All right, so we're going to go from that to our next story. Again, thank you all for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We love seeing everybody, the numbers and everything. Really, really great on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Having a great time today. We're going for another hour and 45 minutes. And we have like, pretty sure we've knocked it out, but we had like a $5 goal for tomorrow to be all knocked out. And then yay, hooray, huzzah. So things going well and stuff. So back over to this one. An airline passenger was fined in Sydney for urinating in a cup, and I really, really want to know. I wish we had a video story on this. I've got to check if there's a video story. This is too bizarre. You can't leave me in the dark on this. I don't want to read this. I want somebody to explain this to me. Somebody had to interview somebody about this. Nope. 8 days ago, urinating in a cup when you gotta go. Cliff Notes by the Snap New Network. I don't think so. 8 months ago, this crazy moment, a woman peed on the floor of a Spirit Airlines plane. Yeah, a lady peed on the floor of a Spirit Airlines plane. There's a surprise. 13 days ago, urinating in a cup. Daily News. Yep, we're gonna have to read it. Don't got an option. Alrighty, so here we go. A passenger had been fined for urinating in a cup during a delay in deplaning after landing at a Sydney airport. The incident after a 3-hour New Zealand flight from Auckland occurred last December, and a Sydney court fined the 53-year-old man $600 Australian dollars or $395 American dollars. Wow, really? You mean my money's worth almost double in Australia? All right, so game plan. We build up a war chest, a sizable war chest, and even though it's dangerous as fuck, we find the safest place to land and live, and we hit Australia running with a lot of money and score, because some of them Australian babes are hot as fucking tits, man. All right, anyways, the incident after a 3-hour New Zealand flight, the 53-year-old was fined for offensive behavior in February, officials said Friday. The incident came to public attention on Friday when New Zealand news website, it was in New Zealand. New Zealand from Auckland. Okay, so it was from Auckland to Sydney? It's not even that long a flight. Okay, she said New Zealand website Stuff reported that a passenger in the same row identified only as Halv said she had reported the behavior to the aircrew. She said she had her 15-year-old daughter sitting in the aisle and middle seats, and the man in the window seat, whose name had not been released, was urinating into a cup. Holly said the plane had been on the tarmac for about 20 minutes waiting for a terminal gate to be allocated when she heard the unmistakable sound of the passenger urinating in a cup, Stuff reported. She said the man was obviously quite drunk and spilled urine on a flight attendant as he left the plane. Oh, gross. He covered people in his pee-pee. Oh, no. But the mishap with the flight attendant wasn't his crime, Australian Federal Police said in a statement that officers removed him from the plane because he had urinated into a cup while in his seat. Well, if he didn't spill on the seat, then at least we're doing all right there. Air New Zealand said it has not commented on individual incidents, and it said it bans between 5 to 10 customers each month for disruptive behavior, including intoxication. Well, this wasn't just intoxication. This was also urination. Sounds like me, brother, but I don't have a passport. Again, why would you, why should the state have a monopoly on the extortion racket, says Skeezy Whitefish. Look, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but this guy's cheating. How are you supposed to know that the game is rigged? Okay? At least in the case of the state gets to extort you. You can't fight back, but this one you could fight back with. Again, that's why I'm okay with him only having the BB gun. He can have the taser, I guess, but BB gun. All right, so there we go. Passenger in Sydney fined for having a wee. Ooh, told the BBC. Do we have an actual, like, a BBC video of this? Because I feel like this would be a video story. We don't have a video story? A 6-year-old wakes a sleeping family from their house being on fire, and we don't have a video story. You're despicable. You're despicable. All right, so we have that. We have the DEI thing. Producers over DEI failures. You know what? I want to do something video-based. I just read a bunch of stories, so let's go to this one. I have no idea if this... We're going to see how good this is. This guy, if you don't know, Joe Brown is the person responsible for this sound drop that I have. I got this from old Joe Brown.
And they say there's more slaves now than there ever was in human history, but they're all Asians, so who gives a shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a funny sound drop. If you haven't figured it out, Joe Brown is actually Asian, which is why it's funny. Let's go ahead and play this. Apparently, he wanted testing the legitimacy of grizzly bear spray.
Man, it's hot out here. Okay, whatever. But
no, it's better. You always want a pretty girl to be hurting this. Seriously, you do. It's better.
Okay. Okay. So wait a minute. So I'm already getting the sense that this whole thing of you hurting yourself is kind of all set up. Your friends are. I thought you were just you pulled this out suddenly as a gag. It seems like everybody's in on it. Okay. So are we getting a pretty lady? And why is there a dog panting? It's just a little weird. All right, go.
Okay. Whoa, get out of here, dog. So we're spraying me with this spray.
When you do your thumbnail, Joe.
Yeah.
It should be Koa like holding it, being all cute on one side, and then you on the other side would just snot and out your face, dude. Yeah. Because you get both sides. You get the sex, you get the violence.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we're gonna spray myself with this stuff. I've always been curious.
I've always been curious. You've always been curious what it's like to get hit with bear mace? Bear attack deterrent. Okay, so when bears attack, tonight at 11, when bears attack. Skeezy Whitefish, you can fight back against the state, and you have a moral duty to do so, but more than likely you will lose. Right, you can fight back against the state, but your avenues are limited. And if you go to, say, physically fighting back, oh boy, are you going to lose. But I don't disagree with you. I've fought back against the state multiple times. Pretty much lost most of them. Except that one that I really needed to win. That was great. But that wasn't fighting the state, actually. That was fighting a person. So does that count? Yeah, the state wasn't really involved. The state was literally just the arbiter of that dispute.
Oh, that guy looks messed It's bear spray. This is what they use in like prisons and stuff. Get out of here, doggy. Get your ball. Get it. Anyways, we're gonna spray this.
This is what they use in like prisons and stuff. Really? They use that in like prisons and stuff? I thought they used that against bears. Again, I don't know that they use that in prisons. That's a bold statement. We're a minute in, and you are not sprayed in the face yet. Let's see you take this bear foam.
We got some milk here, and yeah, we're gonna see what it really feels like.
So, I guess milk is better than water, so we're using, just in case it is really bad, like I'm gonna just dunk my head in this bucket. I'm gonna put 1 gallon here and then save this one, just so I can just pour it on me, I suppose.
Yeah. This is crazy. I can't believe you're gonna do this.
Well, we have.
Well, you know, I gotta get views, cause you know I had that whole like viral moment for 2 seconds when I called Target thanking them for all of their Asian products, cause there's more slaves, and you guys have heard the drop.
Have to determine whether or not.
Can't you go blind?
I don't know.
Well, dude, I don't mean to be rude, but in order for him to go blind, you're gonna have to get it in his eyes, and that's a pretty small target. I'm just saying, there's a lot of face. You gotta aim. You gotta aim small, miss small on that one. Bear mace is the same as regular mace, just out of a fire hose instead of a hairspray bottle. Well, you know what? I don't know that that's true, but I also don't know that it's false. And for that reason alone, I'm going to give it this one.
This is the stuff they use in like prisons and stuff like that.
I don't know. This is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what like cops use too. Oh, and I got the inhaler.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Wait a minute, the inhaler. Hold on. All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa, he wasn't wrong. Hold on a second. Buddy. Why is she filming? And, I'm guessing she's your wife, right? Like she's your wife. All right, let's see this.
It's really that bad. Koa's gonna spray me. And yeah, I got the milk here. Yeah, I guess that's it. Man, it's hot out here.
You want to say a prayer or anything like that before
No. Jesus, it's
before
hot. It's North
Koa
Idaho.
punishes
Why is
you?
it so...
All right. Koa's kind of hot. I'm going to say Koa's kind of hot. I'm digging the tats. Not a whole lot working there, but yeah. Yeah, bears in prison, big hairy gay dudes. Oh, no. It's a different kind of bear spray. What the fuck do you have a stock pond here for? What is this? Please tell me that's not for bathing, because that is not clean water. Ugh.
Yeah, Lord help us.
Lord have mercy on us. Should I close my eyes when I do it? Yeah. I'll just go like this. And then you spray me. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, God!
Oh.
It's not even that bad.
Oh, God, I just got some. Oh.
It's not that bad.
Got right in my eye.
All right, everybody. All right, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 bystanders that apparently were downwind. We've only got 1 bucket, and we've just realized everybody's about to regret what happened. Oh, boy, is this going to be fun.
Oh, God!
Ah. Dude, just a little bit of the mist.
You want some milk? Ah! You want some milk? No! You sure? Ah! It's not even that bad!
It's hurting me a little.
Oh, God.
I barely got any. Oh, man.
Oh! No! It's not that bad!
I don't know
Just
if I
put
buy
your
it,
face
dude.
in the bucket.
Dude, I knew those college kids were full of shit! Those protesting college kids!
You want that 2nd gallon in there and make it a little deeper?
Yeah! Here. Here's all the milk.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
Oh, man!
Here,
How do you turn this
here,
on?
I got it. Oh, sorry. I think
So you didn't go blind. That's good.
not yet.
Damn. I'm impressed.
You're impressed? He took it to the face. I don't know if I'm impressed. Now that the ground's watered, now that ground pound water's looking good. Throw dust, protest too much. What? I don't know what we're talking about. So you're saying it's dangerous what he is doing? Yeah, I just don't see it. Sounds kind of fun. He should do it more often. He is just LARPing. Yeah, I don't think Mr. Q, milk won't help. Yeah, I don't know that milk helps at all. Milk might help for, like, if you got some in your mouth. Wow, John Doe. I didn't even see that. Jesus. She's a 4.5. Well, you know, I guess I grade on a curve. What do you want from me? I don't think...
I'm impressed, too.
Did it actually hurt, like, as soon as it touched your skin?
Yeah, it's kind of burning, but it's nothing to bitch about. I don't know what those protests.
Apparently, Mr. Q again saying this won't help.
We're talking about, you know. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. He's dousing milk on his face. Again, I don't know if that actually helps you, buddy. Either way, I'm not believing it's not that bad. Oh, it's not that bad. People think that if they spray it on the ground, it's not going to hurt anyone. From experience, if a person gets to the puddle on the ground, it will also hurt. Well, he got sprayed in the face. He took it straight in the face, and then they like hosed him off. But yeah, I don't think there was a puddle on the ground.
I think it's good enough to deter a bad guy, though.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
I think that you would have a hard time defending yourself right now if someone wanted to billy club you.
Scale of 1 to 10 rated.
Could you open your eyes a little wider? That might help. All right. Hey, cultural appropriation. He's doing whiteface with that milk. Oh, John Doe's right. Whiteface. I'll let it slide. So that's, again, Joe Brown. I guess this is, and then he made an apology like a couple hours ago. I don't know how. I don't care. Recycle a shirt, save a slave. Holy Jesus. All right, so most of his things does like the same kind of views I do. That sucks. You have 11.7K subscribers, and your videos average like 75, 95. Those are numbers I pull. And I have like 300 subscribers. That fucking sucks. God damn it. Well, fuck that guy. All right, well, bye. Have fun with that. I don't know that I want to talk anything more about the 6-year-old woke up her family from a fire, and that saved everybody. It's a big, long thing to read to just really get those facts out. Smoke alarms. A home in Britain. 6-year-old Olivia Patterson. 6-year-old Olivia Patterson was playing in a neighbor's yard when she saw that the roof of her house was on fire. She ran into her house where her mom was downstairs napping on the couch with her 1-year-old brother and 2-year-old sister. And she told them and saved everybody's life. The smoke alarms didn't go off. I have no idea how everybody's doing or how the home looks like it lost a roof. But overall, nobody was harmed. And Olivia's warning saved everybody. So good for her. Good for 6-year-old Olivia. All right, so now to something actually kind of funny. I have to read this story because it is hilarious. So apparently a white producer is suing black weatherman Al Roker for skirting DEI policies at his entertainment company. Hello there, dear Johnny, says Evening Telegram. Well, hello to you, too. Hope to see you more on Steel Toe. I prefer you as a co-host. Well, I had mentioned to people at the beginning of the show, I had mentioned to Aaron a couple of weeks ago about maybe stepping away from the show, and he encouraged me not to. And at the time, I didn't understand why. Now I do. I'm probably not going anywhere for a while. I'm getting more money. I'm doing another day a week. And I'm talking with my therapist and getting help for the issues outside of Steel Toe and my show that are weighing heavily on me. So hopefully those things will be done. And we'll get through all of it. So, yeah, I'm hoping to be a co-host more. I like being there. I love helping out my friend. And now that he's going through a tough time, I am, I'm not gonna bail on him. Certainly can't do that. Okay, didn't know you were thinking about stepping away. That was a while ago. I had been internalizing some stuff, and I didn't need to. And 2, I'm dealing with a lot of pressures and difficulties and just personal issues. My health situation is not doing well, and I'm doing what I can for it, and it's a battle. Life's whatever. The point being, I'm one of those people. If I see a friend needing help, I'll help them out. And since I'm going to be getting paid more, I certainly can't walk away from that. So sorry to hear that. Hey, man, life is what it is. Enough of being a bummer. We've got a really funny story since you're just joining us. White producer sues black weatherman Al Roker for skirting DEI policies at his entertainment company. The best part about this is that Al Roker has the wherewithal and the foresight to go, you know what? I'm less concerned about the color of your skin, more concerned about the quality of your content and job, because I want to be a successful entertainment company. And he's punished for it. And again, a white person punishing a black man for not following his rules. Although in this time his rules are, but I demanded you hire more of your own. I don't know why we keep going to Wyatt Earp fucking not Wyatt Earp. God damn it. Shit. Doc Holliday for it. The show wouldn't be the same without you. With that said, you need to be healthy for yourself, your daughter, and the show. Yeah, dude, and issues I have and things I'm dealing with are gonna get dealt with, and in the case of making more money, that'll help. And like I said, I can't bail on Aaron and leave him high and dry in the middle of this. He's got nobody else to fall back on. I can't walk out on him now. So, and I'm going to get more money, so I might as well stick around and help him out. And like I said, I'm doing what I can for my stuff. So, that said, that's why things where when yesterday took too much time, I just took the day off and I took a little bit of break. Didn't even watch Steel Toe today. I'm sorry to hear that, St. Caesar. I didn't get to because of all the difficulties I have with sleeping, and I had a lot of morning stuff to do. But I spoke to Aaron today, pretty much immediately after the show, I think. He got a hold of me. Let's look and see how long Steel Toe was today. It was only an hour, so I guess they didn't do their overtime. Well, we'll see how things land, and like I said, the it's only 4 hours. Yeah. So we'll see how things land. He got a hold of me today, though, and I'm getting a nice little pay bump, so hopefully things keep going. But it doesn't feel right watching it with a woman as a co-host that isn't April. Why? That is, no offense, St. Caesar, that's dumb. Would it feel right watching it with a male co-host that isn't me, Oz, Corey, Whiskey Pete? I'm just going over the list of Zach Halverson. Again, co-hosts come and go on the show, so I mean, as for feeling right, like, I don't know what you mean, because the show's all about being entertaining. 99% of it is about Aaron being entertaining. Now, if you don't find Aaron entertaining, you might not enjoy the show. Maybe you enjoy the co-hosts Aaron's with. I certainly can understand that. But, yeah, I just, the show not feeling right. Well, I don't know what to do here. I only made it a half hour on Steel Toe today. It got gay in there. I had to leave. Zach was the most feminine co-host in history. Not sorry. Rusty Grammar, that's also not inaccurate. Doesn't feel the same is what I meant. Well, it might not feel the same, but Chevy JB, I would love a Zach day. Mr. Q saying Kiki and Aaron was a good show. Kiki got to hear a bunch of bad country music. If you're really sorry, Johnny, give money. It helps him feel better, says Fallen the Great. What, for Aaron? That'd just be me giving him... He doesn't like it when I give him money. He actually really... no joke, he does not like it when I give him money. He does not like it when I support the show. Like, he messages me. He's like, dude, You're taking money I pay you and putting it back into the show. Don't do that. Don't do that. So he does not like me paying for the show in any way. If I'm having a good day and I don't want fucking overtime to slip and I'm willing to throw in $10-15 to keep this party like going, to get the party started, fuck it, I'll get messages. Like, I'll get messages. I gave him $5 once. He got pissed. Back in the days of Twitch, he got fucking pissed. Like, he didn't say, he's like, thanks a lot. Oh, Johnny K. His pride can't handle taking money from cripples. No, Skeezy Whitefish. He has no problem taking money from cripples. I'm sure there's probably at least one other brain damaged person besides me that follows that show and throws money at him. But I do it under a false name. I'd have to. I haven't gone that far yet. But again, it's like I said, he would not be happy about that. If he knew, it would make him sad. It would make him sad. He would feel like he's not doing a good enough job with his show. He would internalize it, and it would make him sad. So that's why I don't. But let's get back to this. A white New York television cartoon producer. A white New York television cartoon producer is suing Al Roker because his production company at a government-funded TV station isn't sufficiently woke. The lawsuit, filed in a New York federal court on Tuesday, alleges executives at Al Roker Entertainment callously disregarded a diversity, equity, and inclusion program, commonly called DEI, mandated by PBS, which covered the bulk of the production expenses for animated series Weather Hunters, by attempting to have black writers touch up scripts written by white scribes to give the appearance of a diverse writer's room. Oh, man. So they implemented a racial quota, which he technically met, but they're still not happy. The lawsuit says efforts to boost diversity were particularly vital to PBS, given that Weather Hunter's target demographic was black families, but Schultz claims that Al Roker Entertainment executives who were allegedly given total authority to manage the series by Roker treated the DEI policy as discretionary and an obstacle to be circumvented. Yeah, almost like they thought, hey, we have a job to do and this is bullshit. So how about we have people that can write a script, write it, and then we'll have Operation Ghostwriter for the darkies kick off and let them just punch it up on the way out. Schultz was even served a notice that he was in breach of his contract for failures related to staffing, among other things, shortly after an August 2023 meeting in which the show's story editor stated that he could not meet the production schedule if BIPOC or BIPOC writers were used to write the stories. Oh! People of color. He couldn't meet the production schedule. He would need to hire experienced non-BIPOC writers. So he's saying, look, your policies wouldn't let us get this thing done on time. So we had to hire people who can do the job. And it turns out that the people you want us to hire can't do the job. Why is that wrong? I like the way the person wrote this in the story. It says they had a show to make. They couldn't meet the necessary racial quotas. No, don't say sorry. They couldn't meet the necessary racist quotas because it's a racist quota to be like, well, 13% of the writers have to be black. He faults management at Al Roker Entertainment for refusing to see DEI as a requirement, but rather a box to be checked in the most expedient manner possible, as an impediment to business as usual, because that's what it is. The complaint brings claims for violations of New York's human rights law, which bars discrimination on basis of race. Again, there was no discrimination on basis of race. There was discrimination on basis of ability to do the job. Again, it's not that these people were black and we couldn't have them write it. It's that the people of color and everything that you needed to do this couldn't do the job on time. We had to get someone... I want these asshats to have to go to a mechanic who knows nothing about fixing a car, but they're not allowed to see anyone else because they have to see a mechanic of color. Like, oh, but I don't know the first thing about fixing a car. It's almost like affirmative action is a failed policy. This isn't even affirmative action. DEI is affirmative action on steroids. Affirmative action was the idea that we had to get and make sure that people of color could apply, could be accepted, we could get candidates and things like that. This is one of those where it's like, no, we can't take people unless they are X, Y, and Z. In the beginning of affirmative action, we were never barring anybody. The idea is we had to add to the basis. Now it's we can't have people that do the job, and we can only have people that check the racial box, and it's just ridiculous. Again, a white producer coming after Al Roker for being racist and ignoring DEI. Meanwhile, again, according to the argument in the lawsuit, if they hadn't ignored DEI, they wouldn't have a show. How many times do we need to see that one happen? Okay, holy shit, it's 4:20. It's 4:20 and that's empty. Where's my vape pen? I will vape for 4:20. Happy 4:20, everyone. Lemon. Cheers, says Skeezy Whitefish. Indeed. All right, let's go ahead and get our last hour stories up for the third hour. We've got Google employees that protested occupying the CEO's office to protest the company working with Israel. And we're going to let you know how that went for those protesters. It's going to be fun. We've got a video summarizing the slippery slope that began in like the 1990s, like 1995 or so. And it's scary how accurate it is, and we're going to have fun with it. And it's also incredibly short, so that makes it easy to do. We have a clip of Margie Taylor Greene demanding space lasers to combat migrants. I have to say, it is... Oh, shit, it's twice? Why is that one in there twice? No, I don't want that twice. I only wanted that once. Shitballs. All right. So we're missing one. And we've got a story about Jason Kelsey and how he lost a Super Bowl ring. You know what? I have a YouTube story thing to do instead. Didn't I have this one up there for that? Yeah. We've got a Utah HOA treasurer who embezzled $230,000, and she's speaking out after being sentenced. It's just really funny. So we're going to have that one. That'll be fun, too. Okay, so let's start with the Google employees. We have a video on X. We'll go to it in a second. So Google had 28 employees who occupied the CEO's office in protest of the company's business with Israel. And it fired all 28 of them. So Google employees masked up, wearing their stylish whatever. They took over Google Cloud CEO Thomas Curran's California office for over 8 hours this week, demanding that the company cut ties with Israel. They streamed their protest on Twitch with the tag "No Tech for Apartheid." The video clearly showed that they were initially asked to leave on their own, but when they refused, the police stepped in and made arrests late Tuesday. Let's go watch this. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Again, all 28 of them fired.
It's getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Spoke a little bit ago. Wanted to ask you. Yeah, I'm going well. It's getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Spoke a little bit ago. Wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
to cooperate. We've been placed on admin leave.
Yeah.
And, we'd like to see if we can do this voluntarily, so it's been a while. So can you do that for us? And, move forward in that space, and then you can...
Google against genocide. Lady, I don't know if you know this or not, but the people you're supporting, yeah, they don't support you.
Contact HR and go from there.
Could you get in contact with TK about this?
No, I'm not, I can't talk about
Could you get in contact with the CEO about this? Again, we're demanding that all business be stopped with Israel. Just because, again, we have an opinion, and so we demand our opinion be met, because, we're entitled.
that. I'm just here, what I spoke about earlier.
I love people with entitled freedoms that act like they know what's best for the world, and the people that they want to help so badly would not allow you to have an ounce of those entitled freedoms. You realize, ma'am, in the world you're trying to save, you don't get to have rights. If you're lucky, you get to keep your clitoris.
If not, we'll have to call law enforcement and go in that space and
Understood.
And get trespassed and all that.
Yeah, we understand.
Okay, just trying again. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're standing up for a cause. How much are they going to love their cause when they can't get a job because they find out they get fired for, again, having to get illegally What was that noise? Did I mute
All
someone?
right, you guys gotta leave. You guys refusing to leave? Is that
Yes.
what I'm saying? Okay. You first stand up.
You first stand up. Is he refusing to stand up? Oh, no, they're all standing up. Okay, so you guys aren't even fighting the cops taking you out of there? You just, I heard that too. It sounded like somebody foughted. I mean, sweet God, it sounded like somebody
And go
fought
in
it.
that space and
Understood.
and get trespassed and all that.
Yeah, we understand.
Okay, just trying again. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, somebody farted, dude. Somebody totally ripped one.
All right, you guys gotta leave. You guys refusing to leave? Is that what I'm saying? Okay. You first stand up.
And we're wasting everybody's time. Because you're all standing up and getting in line if you're going to do this from the start. By the way, who was that? Did they shart? I think they did. I think someone shit their pants. Up. We got to turn off the video recording. Everybody's getting arrested. That's the end of the video. Alrighty, fine. That's the end of the video. Toot, right? Somebody shit their pants. Somebody's baking brownies. So again, that's what happened to them. They all got arrested. And it's getting kind of late. I wanted to ask you, to cooperate. You've been placed on administrative leave. We'd like to see you go. Right. The protest, which also took place at several other Google offices, no tech for apartheid, and were organized through internal emails to employees outlining a set of demands. Google, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Hamas, you can't hide. You tried to commit genocide. Palestine fucking lied. They want to commit genocide. Again, no side is genocide free in this. It's just one side is winning with their genocide right now. The anti-Israel Google employees arrested after occupying the boss's office. They were all arrested. Yeah, that's... All right, so where is it? Google took action and fired the employees. So Google fired 28 employees protesting. All right, let's go to this over here. An update, Google fired 28 of the protesting employees, according to a company-wide memo by Google VP of Global Security, Chris Rakow. If you're one of the few who are tempted to think we are going to overlook the conduct that violates our policies, think again. All right, so let's look at this. Is what he posted. This was the memo he sent out. You may have seen reports of protests at some of our offices yesterday. Unfortunately, a number of our employees brought the event in our buildings in New York and in Sunnyvale. They took over office spaces, defaced our property, and physically impeded the work of other Googlers. It's a horrible term. Other Googlers. Like kid Googlers. See? Doesn't sound good. Their behavior was unacceptable, extremely disruptive, and made coworkers feel threatened. We placed employees involved under investigation and cut their access to our systems. Those who refused to leave were arrested by law enforcement and removed from our offices. Following investigation today, we terminated the employment of 28 employees found to be involved. We will continue to investigate and take action as needed. Behavior like this has no place in our workplace and will not be tolerated. We will not tolerate it. It clearly violates multiple policies that all employees must adhere to, including our code of conduct, policy on harassment, discrimination, retaliation, standards of conduct, and workplace concerns. We are a place of business for every Googler is expected to read our policies and apply them to how they conduct themselves and communicate in our workplace, blah, blah, blah. Jargon, jargon, jargon. So, again, they all lost their jobs. I would now like to play the soundtrack of me thinking of them when they go, well, how am I going to pay my bills? What do you mean other companies won't hire me? I stood up for my beliefs. What do you mean I'm a problem employee? I can't afford my Tesla payments. Dear Palestine, I was there for you, but my electricity's about to shut off. Hamas, Hamas, hear my cry. My rent is late. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm a Googler. Where is my paycheck? It says St. Caesar, right? Still say turn Temple Mount to radioactive sand. Then they have nothing to fight over. Do OT with kids and toys all the time. 10 wins later, they're getting along. Right. Again, I agree with you. Yeah. No, I agree. Glass the whole goddamn thing. We nuked Israel and made us a parking lot. Like, again, I just feel like that would be better. That would be a better setup. Nobody gets to have it because, again, you people can't behave. Maybe they will move to Canada and try the MAID program. Oh, no. Dragonfly direct laser weapon can help with that. What? This little butt of mine, it's going to smoke real fine. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about, Mr. Q. I need to stop just going along with people melodically. Okay, so they all got there. There was that. Back in February, the Daily Wire revealed growing issues with anti-Semitism at the company, with someone writing "Kill all Jews" on a bathroom at Google's offices. A Jewish employee was also attacked by anti-Israel protesters on one of their campuses. Again, anti-Israel protesters, much like the cause they represent, it's just no good people. Alrighty, so you guys want to see this video? This video is really, really funny. And funny, by which I mean sad. remember how we all felt back in the 90s when they're like, oh, if you legalize gay marriage, it's gonna breed a huge problem and blah, blah, blah. And we're all like, yeah, you're full of shit, whatever. Well, this guy kind of puts it all to pace in a timeline in a very nice, concise way. Let's see how we feel watching what I would call a brief synopsis of history.
Love is love. We just want acceptance. We just want equality. Bake the cake or go to court. Say my pronouns or lose your job. Your kids will watch drag shows. Love is love. We just want acceptance.
Right. It's kind of scary that he named it. Polyamorous marriage is next. Slope, you sure do be slippery. Autocorrect kicked my ass. Don't worry, Chevy JB. We got it. We got it all figured out. Yeah, so again, he's not wrong. The part that makes me laugh is this guy looks like my buddy Jonah, which makes me, again, chuckle. I should mention that, man. I haven't heard from him in a while. Your kids will chop off their genitals, so when population's down, we launch cyborgs. Well, I mean, it's funny you should mention that. That's a great segue into this next video that we have. So we'll get to that. Again, this is the Montana family who lost custody of their teen daughter after objecting to her gender transition have now been told they are facing arrest. Oh, my God. That is, again, bullshit. Bullshit. Closing that. Okay, so we've got a video for you. Somebody mentioned robots. Oh, God, this is only 39 seconds. This is going to be creepy as fuck. So we've got a video from a day ago, the all-new Atlas at Boston Dynamics. Your kids will chop off. Yeah, egg picker. It's scary times ahead. I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm trying my kid to not be, I'm hoping against hope that we're going to right the ship on this one. There's enough stuff coming out with this, gender transition stuff that I'm hoping and praying that we're going to, start kind of righting the ship, and we're going to look back at it as a horrible idea and why anyone went along with this shit. Who the fuck would and why? I'm hoping. As for the rest of it, I don't know. I just know this right now. If anyone ever tries to come at me with that, your daughter is gender confused, whatever, they're going to have a problem because no, she isn't. She most certainly is not. And we're not doing drugs and other things to her at a developmental state of her life to do all that. But I'm pretty sure we won't have that problem. Anyways, it's the goddamn robots, John. So we've got a video. Boston Dynamics has made this robot called the Atlas. And they said, the only thing I'm going to give is a launch for this. They said they wanted the robot to be able to move like a person, built to move like a person, because, again, the world is built for people. So they wanted it to be able to ambulate like that, but they didn't want it to be limited to that. So let's see our new future overlords. Take it away, Atlas Robot. Well, I'll say this here. What the shit? We're fucked. We're fucked. Dude, watch that again. Dude, this is nightmare fuel. This is nightmare fuel. Now, don't get me wrong. Right about here, I'm like, if she had a nice set of tits, I'd have a boner. But, wait a minute, what? Again, it's the fact that, like, the legs can just move. Still no match for my marbles, Skeezy Whitefish. You might be right. You might be right. Am I smoking pot? I don't have any either. Am I smoking pot? I don't have any either. Well, if you don't have any, I'm going to say you're not smoking it. I feel like the first step to smoking pot is having pot. If you don't have pot, you're still, you're not smoking it. All right, so again, that was the Boston Dynamics robot. This shit scares the ever-loving Christ out of me. And again, this is the people at Boston Dynamics, what they said about it. Traditionally, we have focused on legged robots because we wanted to build robots that could balance and move dynamically. Robots that could navigate unstructured, unknown, or antagonistic terrain with ease. The humanoid form factor is a useful design for robots working in a world designed for people. We designed the electric version of Atlas to be stronger, more dexterous, and more agile. Atlas may resemble a human form factor, but we are equipping the robot to move in the most efficient way possible to complete the task rather than being constrained by a human range of motion. Atlas will move in ways that exceed human capabilities, combining decades of practical experience with the first principles thinking. We are confident in our ability to deliver a robot uniquely capable of tackling dull, dirty, and dangerous tasks in real applications. This week, we announced the retirement of our hydraulic Atlas and unveiled what comes next, a fully electric Atlas robot designed for real-world applications. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, yeah, the robots are going to take over. Watching the video, confusing what I meant. Oh. He can suck his own piston. He can suck his own dick. I tried to kick that robot's ass. I knocked him over so many times. I knocked him over 10 times. He got up 11. And then on the 12th, he sucked his own dick just to show me who's boss. And I was like, oh, I'm horrified, but I can't look away. And he went to completion. I've never seen a robot orgasm before. And now that I have, I don't know that I'll ever be the same. We are fucked, says Fallen the Great. Yeah, we're fucked, man. If someone hacks that robot, if that robot decides that your number's up, you're telling me you're going to fight that robot? No, man. You're going to be telling me about the fall of society. I'm going to be sitting right here, and you'll be like, it's all coming apart. And I'll be like, why? Why is it coming apart? And you go, because the goddamn robots, John. I really love saying that every goddamn time. I love quoting that line from iRobot. It'll never get old for me. It's the goddamn robots, John. Awesome. I hope they put woke AI in it. Why? So it'll be confused about its gender? Dude, here's my worry. How long until those things are police officers? Seriously, how long until those things are police officers? Most people carry a gun. I carry a bag of marbles. Skeezy Whitefish, you're actually not wrong. That probably would be a very simple solution to that issue. Robots can't handle marbles. Most people can't handle marbles. But they'll be smart enough to, like, skitter their feet to get through them. Elon Musk said AI won't take over the world if we merge with it. Right. It won't take over the world if we all become it. Then we're just all, yeah, no. One of us. We have 45 minutes left in the show, and we have we've done those. We have 3 stories left to cover for the last 45 minutes, and then we have bonus stuff for overtime. Hope they're not waterproof. I'm guessing if the robots are fully electric and they're designed to work in a variety of dull, dirty, and dangerous environments, waterproof seems like should be one of the things. I feel like waterproof, mildly corrosive resistant is going to need to be a thing. Not hackable. What kind of theft prevention we talking? At least then you can take it out with a super soaker. See, yeah, I don't think they're gonna make them stopped with a super resistance is futile. Or in the case of all of us that fight, it'll be fertile because our bodies will be become fertilizer. All right, yeah, great. Just turn into the Borg and everything will be okay. No, thank you, Elon. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Although I can't deny if I get to like mentally go onto the internet, because like honestly, if I could like no joke, if I could play World of Warcraft like I'm in the world, it'd be awesome. I'm just a huge WoW crack nerd. If you can get me closer to my Nirvana, I'll sign off on a lot. Speaking of closer to Nirvana, Margie Taylor Greene is demanding space lasers to combat migrants. And if it wasn't for the fact that I'm about to play a clip of her saying she wants space lasers to combat migrants, I'd say you're making this up. A sitting politician did not ask for space lasers to combat migrants. We've seen lasers used to combat missiles. I don't know if we have space lasers, but space lasers to combat migrants, you've got to be shitting me. But again, I click on the button that says play the video. You did not give me a video of Margie Taylor Greene talking where you just play music saying she called for the deployment of space laser technology at the U.S.-Mexico border. Play the audio of that. Greene's amendment suggesting the use of space laser technology on migrants was met with mockery on social media, and given the Congresswoman's past promotion of conspiracy theory about Jewish space lasers. Again, where's the... In 28, she suggested California wildfires were intentionally started by lasers or blue beams of light to benefit the Rothschilds. Oh my God. She's bonzo. A wealthy Jewish banking family, often central figures in anti-Semitic conspiracies. Well, I mean central figures because they're involved. But again, all of this and no actual clip of it. I need to see the clip. Israel has some of the best unmanned defense systems in the world. I've previously voted to fund space lasers for Israel's defense. America needs to take our national security seriously, and I blame and deserves the same type of defense for our border that Israel has and proudly uses. She really did. She really did. Oh, no. She shared this on her Twitter. Amendment to HR ordered by Miss Greene of Georgia. At the end of the bill, before the short title, insert the following. Amend by the funds made available by this act, such sums as necessary shall be used for the development of space laser technology on the southwest border. She's been a great guest on InfoWars multiple times. Yeah, that doesn't actually help her. Alex Jones might have, washed out right on the long side of a lot of the stuff he says. But that, again, he is kind of, he's a figure, he's a firebrand. I don't think... Fallen the Great saying, Johnny, she said Israel has them. That means we already do too. No, she said we built them for Israel, but we don't have them ourselves, and we deserve to have them. Oh. This bitch really saw Spies Like Us and thought it was a documentary, didn't she? She really, really did. She really, really did. Jesus Christ. I really got to take my contact lenses out. That's cute. You believe that? No. I don't believe that. No, I'm not saying I believe that. I'm saying that's what she believes. She believes that we paid for and built these systems for Israel and launched them into space, and we need them ourselves. John Doe, why wouldn't we have them? Right? I agree. Why wouldn't we have them? Which is weird that it's like we need to write the bill to make these, but or is she saying that we have them but they're not allocated to defending the southern border? And what are they supposed to do? So we're going to use space lasers to start tracking and shooting migrants that cross the border? She wants Star Wars to come to life. Order 66. Yeah, except her Order 66 is kill all the southern migrants. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's cute the way you think. All right. Sci-fi films make this all look good. Robots, lasers, cyborgs, etc. But in reality, it sucks balls. Well, there are actual like laser systems and stuff. I don't know about space lasers. But there are actual like laser systems and stuff that they can use. It's like that line from the movie Contractor, why build one when you can build Contact. All right. Why build one when you can build two? Actually, no. The line from that movie is why build one? First rule of government economics. Why build one when you can have two at twice the price? Only this one can be built in secret, kept away from prying eyes. Mr. Q saying we do have them in cargo planes. I have no idea about that. No idea about that. Following the Great saying they've been working on laser weapons for 50 years. So, yeah, they have. They've been working on laser weapons for a while. I'm pretty sure that, pretty sure we have some form of laser weapon, but I doubt that it's space-based. Like, honestly, I doubt we have space-based laser weaponry. Just because of the distance and everything else, light is going to diffuse and refract off of so many things that, yeah, I don't know. I rewatched the James Bond movie Tomorrow Never Dies recently. There's a reason that's not on streaming services anymore. Couldn't space just be satellites? Here's the other problem with space lasers. Okay, so one, we have a lot of people that argue space isn't real, so how can we even have space lasers? But okay, so we're landing on the space is real now. Space is real, so we have space lasers. But we also have a plethora of garbage up there. So that space laser has to not hit anything on the way down. Don't move, Johnny. They're going to laser remove that shit off your chin. Again, it's just at this point, it's almost done. It's just my face oozing stuff because before they gave me the okra vest, because the okra vest can inflame your fucking sinuses and shit, they gave me a small dose of steroids. So I got a steroid bump. Just a little bump over the hill, and there we go. That's all it was. Anyways, so there's that. So we have 2 stories left for our third hour, and then we'll go into overtime content. Again, going till 5:30 today for your amazing support. Thank you. Probably going to 5:30 tomorrow automatically as well. So, and we have it pinned up at the top on YouTube. We'll link them again on. Can we just do it? Yeah. No, that's Twitter. That's Twitter status. Nope, that's not it. Where are they? We gotta go all the way up here. Boo. Where is it? There it is. Pay length. So again, if you want to support the show, there's a couple ways to do it. Here are the simplest ones. There we go. Bam. Bam. And bam. All right, there we go on Twitch and Rumble for you guys. called DEWs. They put them on ships and planes. See, I knew about the ships and planes one, and I feel like they probably have them in Israel, like on like mounted locations to fight like missile systems. But if I'm not mistaken, the whole idea is here's a link to laser, says Mr. Q. But there's no link. We're waiting. Oh, boy. Alrighty. So, I don't know where the link is to the laser, Mr. Q. I'm still sitting here. I'm going to give it another second, and I'm going to move on because my merry ass has things to do. So, alrighty. Sent it 3 times. I've got no links in the YouTube chat, so no idea what you're doing. I'm on live chat, not top chat. So yeah, no idea. Whatever. Not worried about it. Not worried about it. Let's go ahead and go to this. This is a short clip here of Jason Kelce. I don't know, Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce, all that. I don't know how I feel about them overall. But this is just a good, fun clip. Let's go ahead and play this while I put more drops in my eye because this contact lens is bugging the shit out of me.
Eagles fans know Jason Kelce commits to everything he does. But get this time it cost him a Super Bowl ring. Kelce admitted on his podcast with brother Travis that he lost his bling in a pool of chili. It was one of the zany stunts the brothers organized for the crowd at a live event in Cincinnati last week. Despite using a metal detector, no one could locate the ring in the chili. Kelce suspects it is probably in a landfill by now. He has filed an insurance claim. It is unclear if that means he could get another ring made.
If ever somebody, no matter what, needs and deserves to have that ring on his finger, it's Jason Kelce.
Next time.
Oh, fuck that. I don't care. I just think it's hilarious that he lost his Super Bowl ring in a pool of chili. Jason Kelce lost his Super Bowl ring in a pool of chili. Jason is greater than Travis. I feel like for that story alone, yeah. Dude, no offense. Travis Kelce's claim to fame is that he's on the team with with what's his with Mahone or whatever. But and he's popping Taylor Swift. That's all Travis has got. Travis is laying pipe to Taylor Swift. Other than that, Travis is old news. Who gives a fuck? His brother Jason is like a fucking American icon. He lost his Super Bowl ring in a pool of chili. That is the best thing ever. Eggpicker, youtube.com, blah, blah, blah. Is this the link? What's
this newly?
All right. Dragonfire, newly declassified footage from a month ago. Here we go. Full screen. Hey, everybody. We have a kitty again. Kitty.
Released footage shows the Dragonfire laser-directed energy weapon system in action, and it could be in the hands of military personnel in 5 years' time. It destroys targets with an intense beam of light and has pinpoint accuracy. It's able to hit something the size of a £1 coin from a kilometre away.
So we've been talking about the cost of firing a laser weapon to be £10 a shot. And really all we're talking about is the cost of the energy that you need to fire the laser weapon, obviously once you've got the system in place in the first place. And that compares very favorably with missiles, which might be thousands or tens of thousands or even more per single shot.
Scientists say Dragonfire proved itself in testing in Scotland and has the potential to transform the UK's defence capability. It could be used on land or sea and would remove the reliance on high-cost ammunition.
Drones are a really good example of the kinds of targets that a laser weapon would be very effective against. And certainly in our demonstrations, drones are one of the targets that we've successfully engaged on a number of occasions at really useful ranges.
Britain isn't alone in developing this technology. Militaries around the world see the advantage, like Israel, which has Iron Beam, designed to destroy short-range objects too close for the Iron Dome system.
We don't like to compare Dragonfire too specifically with what's being done in other countries, because they have their own research programs which we're not privy to. But what I would note is that the Dragonfire technology that we've designed is UK bespoke technology, which is owned by us and can be used by us in support of generating laser weapons for our own platforms in future.
All right, but how long until we can mount them on the front of an AT-AT? I want to know. So what's that about space lasers, Johnny? Again, the space lasers thing isn't that they can't make them. It's that there's a difference in shooting a target a few kilometers off and being a few thousand kilometers up. Like, I'm not saying they can't make laser technology that does that. I'm just saying I don't know that they're going to have that and have that work along with the clutter that's in the space. It just seems like, why would you go to that much effort? We have the stuff on the ground floor. Oh my God, it's less fatter English Alex Jones. Rex Dart, it wouldn't be very efficient. What, shooting from space? Skeezy Whitefish, totally not used to start wildfires, by the way. Yeah, if they have them in planes, yeah, I'm sure they don't do any of that. Fall in the Great, why would they show you what they can actually do? Again, my argument against the space laser is there are so many factors in making the space laser shot work on, like, from that distance, that why would you go to that effort? I mean, unless you were, like, going to shoot out I don't know. Again, if you could put it on a plane or a boat, or a fucking car, I mean, I don't know. I just don't get on the hung up thing. No, they have to be space lasers. They have to be space lasers. Again, do they have to be space lasers? I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying we can't have space lasers. I'm just saying, why do they have to be space lasers? Why not? Again, I've explained my reasons for the why not. It's a lot of work to get it up there, and there is an unprecedented amount of clutter up there that makes the idea of shooting targets a little difficult, because what happens if something floats in the way? Like, I mean, fuck. Less atmosphere to refract the light. Yeah, but it has to punch through all the atmosphere that it has coming down. You realize it has to pass through the same, not enough energy, says Woes Fill Some Holes. Well, you have to just get the energy up there. You have to get the laser up there. You have to get the energy up there. It gets obliterated. Yeah, the stuff in the way gets obliterated, but the beam gets interrupted for a minute, for a second, who knows? Again, like I'm saying you're talking about, there's obstacles about it. That's why I'm saying why you wouldn't, why would you need to bother? Maybe Elon's testing for when he takes over Mars. They use the sun's power. Yeah, so you have to build up to shoot, so that's going to be a while. Would these lasers be set to stun or kill? I don't know. It depends which season of Star Trek we're talking about. Like I said, I love it. Like, no, man, space lasers are totally real. Like, we have them on the ground. I just don't know why you'd make that. It just seems like it's more work than it's worth. And the beam reduces in power the longer it has to be transmitted. Yeah, John Doe, again, like I said, it seems like it's way more implausible to make a space laser an effective weapon than it is to just say, have these actual lasers that we have on the ground floor here doing the job.
Dragonfire is now back from...
by the way, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you know this, the laser technology is designed to take out incoming stuff, so that way, like missiles, drones, whatever, as they get closer, the laser's heat and everything gets more intensive.
Scotland and will potentially be involved in further trials. Claire Sadler, Forces News.
So yeah, like I said, I'm not saying they can't do space lasers. I'm just saying there's obstacles to overcome. We shall overcome. So there's so many obstacles to overcome that I'm just like, why would we go for it? It's just so much so many weapons to have that we just, man. They have space weapon systems being tested as we speak. A company called RTX, even Northrop, is working on them. I'm not saying they don't have space weapon systems. I'm just, again, saying the idea of space lasers that target people on the ground seems a bit much to do. Fuck your obstacle. Freezy laser. Fire the laser. Why not space lasers? What else do you do with an endless budget? Again, but the budget's not endless, though. I don't know if you know this or not. Our country's going to collapse in a year or two here because of our endless budget. Again, I don't doubt that we don't have laser technology in space. I'm just saying I sincerely doubt that space lasers are for anything other than taking out, like, say, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Like, that's where I'll believe a space laser has a purpose, when it's meant to take out a missile that might reach up as high as the ionosphere, or that's going to travel a fair, margin of area across, the planet. I just don't think space lasers are going to be a border solver is the thing. And again, for a laser, it would be better if incoming targets, because then the closer you get to the source, the more intense the laser. All right, so let's get to this. It is, I assure you, the money is fiat, and the zeros. Fiat, add the zeros to the computer screen. Right, but I'm saying overall, I would rather it not be the case. I'm just saying I don't... Why are we having this much of a fight on space lasers? I'm saying there's like, there's lasers on the ground. Like, no, they got them in space too. I'm like, yeah, maybe, but that's a lot of work. No, they've got space weapon systems. Like, yeah, no shit, they've got space weapon systems. But there's a whole bunch of different space weapon systems. You want to know what a really awesome space weapon system is? Just dropping rocks on a planet, because you can do that. And no, the beam doesn't lose power with the distance. It's the smaller particles that cause the beam's degradation. Good Lord. All right, let's all sit in here and talk about all of it. Fractional reserve banking. We've gone way off topic. I think Egg Pickers nailed it appropriately. We've gone way off topic. All right. Thanks. Anyway. No, I wanted to say anyway, not anyway. Anyway. All right, so, yeah, shit, fuck, restart now. Why not? Restarting my phone. But yes, it's still crazy technology. I mean, the Rod of God space weapon, you mean, Johnny? All right, but yeah, so, yeah, it's crazy. Laser technology, fun stuff, cool. Didn't know we were going to get in that loophole, but weird times and all. We have about 30 minutes left. Well, 20 minutes. We got about 20 minutes left in the show. We got one video here, and then we've got overtime stuff. Anyone else lose sound? We better not have... Oh, dear Lord, I've got a notification thing. Don't... I'm putting out sound on this, so... Notifications go vertical, disconnected, reconnecting. A minute ago, it did. No sound, Johnny. Yeah, it disconnected and reconnected a minute ago. But the KBS is up. This was supposed to fix the audio problem. Oh, no. Everybody says no sound. Let's go check this. All right. Stream Manager. No sound at all, huh? Had a bit of lag beforehand. Yep. Doesn't look like any sounds coming through at all. All right, it's that internet thing. Yeah, I'll have to type this onto here. All right, let's see how the sound is on YouTube, though. How's the sound on YouTube? Let's go live. On YouTube, let's go live. All right, so it's good on YouTube, and Twitch is live. Let's undo this. That internet thing. Yeah, all right, so Twitch, the sound's actually louder and better. Unmute. Live. What do you mean? Watching, started streaming 3 hours ago. Analytics. You better not be done. What do you don't do that? Why? You better not be done. What do you All right, I don't know what that was about. Okay, so here we go here, and let's see if this one's... Try reloading it one time quick. Does that fix it? Doesn't look like it. Nope. All right, fine on Rumble. Yeah, I gotta put up on there. Sounds good everywhere but Twitch. Sound is good everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere but Twitch. Have to use or Rumble. Hello, I can't hear you. Yeah, I know. That's why I had to type that message. I don't care about that. Gmail. Mr. Q, it just kicked me out. You're good here too, Johnny. Yeah, we had a KBS thing, but we fixed the reconnect issue. And so now we don't have the issue with YouTube or Rumble. When we get disconnected, if it lags out for a bit, it'll lag for a second. We'll reconnect, whatever, we'll be good. It goes down for a second. It goes right back up. We fixed all of that. Apparently, it still fucks up the Twitch audio, and I don't know why. I can't fix that. I don't know what the heck it is with Twitch about that. Because, again, we just went down the one time. We've been back up. I read Johnny's lips for chat. Or go to the other two. Sound will on in the replay later. All right, there we go. All right, yep, I just went to Rumble, says Rexstart parody account. Yeah, it's better just go to one of the other ones. Honestly, Rumble seems to be doing good to the point where we get up a little bit higher on Rumble with subscribers and stuff like that. Like, might become like the almost new home. Being able to raid seems kind of cool. So, I don't know. I was going to do a lot more gaming stuff before the whole doing more with Aaron thing became a thing. But I do still intend to do some gaming stuff. So that'll be on Rumble and Twitch if it works out that way. But hit the like button on YouTube if you haven't done so. Yeah, please hit the likes, the thumbs up. Support is what it is. The whole sound going down still got Twitch up to earn channel points. Well, that's great. Thank you. And then I told him he had a thorn in it. What? When Alama became my friend and I looked at his hoof like this and I told him he had a thorn in it. So I looked around to see if... All right, I don't... Master Meatball, stop spamming the fucking chat with whatever the fuck that is. All right, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. You're getting timed out. Mod... Timeout Master Meatball. There we go. There we go. I didn't know it set it for 10 minutes, but whatever. It's just fucking... I hate that stupid shit. I'm sorry that the Twitch chat doesn't have audio, and you don't want to go to... But that doesn't mean, like, hey, I'm just going to fucking... And by the way, I hear the sound effects when they go off. It doesn't mean I'm going to be like, hey, let's just go ahead and just fucking fill the chat with whatever bullshit nonsense you want to. Fuck off. For some reason, I kept getting kicked out. Weird. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that it happened to you, Mr. Q. All right, so let's load up. Oh, we got this one story to do on an HOA lady. And then we have overtime stuff that we can get into. That will probably take us through the last 15 minutes of the show. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and kick this into gear. Again, sorry for everyone on Twitch. You can't even hear me apologizing. But let's go to this one. Play. Oh, one chat. Oh, thank you.
Guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he already ruined my life. I don't know what else I can say.
You already ruined my life. All right, let's take my camera. In case you don't know, the lady he's talking to is the HOA treasurer, sentenced and pleaded guilty to embezzlement. You've already ruined my life. I feel like the embezzling from the HOA thing wasn't really his choice.
The way in, Sharon says I ruined her life. She's talking about my story from 2 years ago.
She stole from every one of us seniors here.
Prosecutors say she ruined her own life.
Fraud is a really big issue in southern Utah.
Embezzling nearly $250,000 while serving as the treasurer for the Lava Bluff HOA in Hurricane.
She embezzled nearly $250,000, and I just heard fucking casino machines roll off. If I find out she embezzled money because she has a gambling problem, oh boy, do I not feel better. You ruined my life. I mean, if you mean by ruined your life, ruined your sweet gig. No.
Then gambling it all away at casinos in Mesquite.
I am truly sorry about this.
And gambling it all away at casinos in Mesquite, Nevada. Oh, no. I think Twitch died, so I came over here. LOL. Gambling problem? 1-800-YOU-BETS. Pretty good. Pretty good. 1-800-YOU-BETS. I'm truly sorry about this. Right. If you're truly sorry about this, ma'am, then he didn't ruin your life. Again, you had a gambling problem, and $250,000 from the people, apparently old people, in your HOA, and you gambled it all away. So you're not even a good thief.
But I don't know how much more you can live in my life.
She's sorry she got caught.
That's Tim.
We didn't know any better.
He's the one.
I don't know how much more you can ruin my life. Again, I don't know if you know this or not. He didn't make you steal money and gamble it away. That's the thing that's ruining your life. Him exposing it, well, like that guy said, she's sorry she got caught. The damn one-armed bandit got her. Oh, no, the one-armed bandit.
One who caught Sharon.
Our life's already ruined.
Wait a minute.
We gave him every penny out of the house that we had. And this man, I don't know why, he's just being so vicious.
This man, I don't know why he's being so vicious. We gave up every penny of the house that we had. $230,000, ma'am. You embezzled $230,000. So, and then you gambled it all away. So now you can't pay any of it back because the money's just gone. So how am I supposed to feel bad about you? Well, you're old. Life will suck more and more each day. Must be a Democrat jurisdiction? I don't know.
Both of them walked into court and both walked out.
There was going to be no winners.
Feeling pretty differently than before. Kind of surprised with the judge's sentence. 12 months and 1 day of home confinement.
I think the Lava Bluff just got smacked in the head.
Sharon will be a prisoner in her own home, with several exceptions.
What kind of a message do you think this sends?
She stole $250,000, and she can go to the store when she needs to. She can go to work when she needs to. She can go to doctors and dentist appointment. That sounds like life.
The judge says it's so she can take care of her partner in his final months.
Thank God they didn't take me away from him.
Aww, they didn't take you away from him, but let's be honest. What if he needs to take you away from the slot machine? Again, I feel like the whole gambling it away part seems like the whole, like, I don't feel bad for you. You embezzled money. Like, I don't fault anyone for being greedy and wanting to, like, enrich themselves. I'll be like, that's a natural human need. But you're telling me home arrest? Bet she has a 55-inch TV and Xbox. Saint Irene, she's like fucking 60 or 70. I really doubt she's got a huge TV and an Xbox. She's got a gambling problem. So if anything, she's playing on the laptop. It's the Joe Biden too old to prosecute defense, which shouldn't be a defense. What, like, you live to a certain point, you just get to commit crimes? That's bullshit. That's goddamn bullshit. They won't take me from him. Great, they won't take you from him. But when he's taken from you, what exactly are you going to do all day? Just play some craps?
He'll still be with us. I was dying, you know. I don't know what to say, but thank you for hearing my side of it.
Reporting in St. George.
Thank you for hearing my side of it. Again, I feel like the whole you blaming him for ruining your life thing means you're really not hearing his side of it. Anyways, let's get out of there. We got about 9 minutes left, so let's find a few things to watch quick. Did the Twitch, let's refresh. Did the Twitch sound come back? Bet it didn't. Bet it didn't. Bet it didn't. And it didn't. So let's go ahead and do that. Her voice is like, I'm such a victim. Yeah, and she's not. We didn't hear any of her side. She didn't give a reason as to why she took the money other than to gamble. She didn't take the money for any reason than to gamble. She plays esports. Oh, dude. I should have recognized that's what is it? That's Gilf 789, isn't it? I should have known. But yeah, dude, she never gave her side of it. Her side of it was that she gets to take care of him. She gets to be around for him, which, again, good for that guy. And the fact that she'll be there to take care of her partner. But, yeah, what reason other than you have a gambling problem did you have for taking $230,000? And, again, not just taking, losing. You took that money, gambled, and lost. But don't worry, the local Mesquite casino thanks you. It wasn't even like a tribe casino, so it wasn't even like apologizing for crimes against the red man. No. It's just a Mesquite, Nevada casino. Alrighty, so 8 minutes left. Let's find some fun shit to watch. What do we got first? Pull the audio down. A dude saying he built an unbreakable, transparent katana. Okay, but that's kind of long. That's 8 days ago. We might do that. I might play around with that to see this unbreakable, transparent katana. I think we just loaded that story. So let's go to this one. Yes. Oh, dude, 16-year-old stole a Dodge Challenger ejected after crashing during a chase on I-696. This is from 10 days ago in Michigan. I might go with that. And then what's the last one at the end of this list? Let's see what this is. Oh, dude, we got a thing from Channel 5 News. A dude asking car thieves about their role models. It's from a clip on Channel 5 News, Channel 5 Clips. I might want to do that one. Show me invisible sharp, says Fallen the Great. All right, did the turd die? I don't believe so. Otherwise, it would. It's on YouTube, so it should be safe to play, but that's a good point. You know what? Fallen the Great wants to see the invisible sword. Deer Butch saying we're back. All right, audio's back on YouTube or Twitch. All right, the audio's back up in general. I'm going to go with the built the transparent katana. Mr. Q saying the sword. This is a 22-minute video, so we're going to jump around in this. We're going to go over here, and I don't know if I believe this, but let's go transparent sword.
Have you ever seen an invisible sword? Well, I think I have. A few days ago, I saw this picture right here. That is an invisible sword, and now I want one. Just like that. A sword that's not only invisible, but also indestructible. And sharp. A sword that's basically like a normal one, but that you can't see. I'm gonna build one. Not sure how yet, I'm gonna have to figure it out. And then I'm gonna test its sharpness and durability against increasingly harder targets. The first step, and this, is gonna be the invisible and indestructible body of the cut wasn't actually a big deal. For now. Then I cut the extra material out of the other side of the katana. And like that, I was getting closer. Now comes the hardest part. I need to follow these lines here and be precise. Now this is definitely scarier. And I don't mind my fingers being close. I'm gonna be able to make it transparent. And well, after a little more than 2 hours, I was basically done. With the first pad. Anyways, I made sure to remove every single scratch from the belt grinder, and even after just the coarser pad, the katana already looks pretty cool. Now I'm gonna repeat the process 7 times. And so I did, each time with a finer grit, and each time making sure to remove all the scratches that were there before. And after about 1 hour and something, I was using the final pad. After that, I'm sanding everything with a 2500 grit sandpaper by hand, and with this, I'm finally starting to see the first good results. Now it's looking good. When it's wet, it looks great.
Okay. So...
short bevel. By doing that, in theory, the entire sword would be invisible, and only a small part of it would create distortions. So, to confirm the theory, I tried making a small sample with this new concept, and it turned out, honestly, great. Let's make another sword. So, I drew a new sword, cut it out of the panel with a bandsaw, flattened the edges, and like that, I had the new raw shape of the katana. Then, I made a new, shorter bevel on the belt grinder. And even though this took a while, like a long while, the new edge came out so much better than the old one. So after polishing it, and polishing the spine of the blade, and turning my hand into a tomato, after 1 day of work, the final blade is ready. You can obviously still see the bevel, and the bevel still distorts what's behind it.
Right.
Besides that, now the entire blade is completely transparent. For comparison, this is how version 1 of the katana looked, and this is how it looks now. I really like this. And the more I look at this thing, the more I can't wait to test it. The katana,
I do kind of want it though. I do kind of want that thing. What is the material? Let's go back to
out of the panel. I'm gonna use tape. What I mean is that tape should make it easier to draw the consistent curve of the katana on the panel. And then I can use that as one scratch. But you can't even feel it. It's not even bended or anything. It's like insane. And since polycarbonate is clearly resilient, meaning it can bend, like a lot, without breaking, it's definitely my best option. So to make
he's using a polycarbonate glass panel. That's cool, but how strong is it? Well, we keep jumping around. What? Why do we have a Pac-Man thing? All right.
Transparent. For comparison, this is how version 1 of the katana looked, And this is how it looks now. I really like this. And the more I look at this thing, the more I can't wait to test it. The katana is also pretty sharp now. And I know that because I randomly hit the dummy's head with the blade. And this happened. So yeah, it cuts. At this point, to complete the katana, I gotta make the handle and the guard. Katana guards are pieces of art. They're often handmade and they just look awesome. But I'm a minimalist, so mine is just transparent. I actually tried to do something fancier, but I ended up right away with a chubby Pac-Man. And then it took me 1 day to make this hole, but at least it fits nicely on the katana. And at this point, I only got the handle left. So my initial plan was to use the acrylic block and then carve a handle out of it. But besides that taking a lot of time, I fear it would probably not come out as transparent as I wanted. Because following the plan, I need to make a hole into the block and then fit the handle into it. And the problem with holes is that they are really hard to polish. Moreover, I only need to add just a few extra centimeters on the thickness of the handle. So why can't I just glue extra polycarbonate to it and then shape everything as a handle? Well, I tried on a smaller sample first, using super glue, and it honestly worked perfectly. It's actually really strong. I hit it here, and it didn't move. So I cut 2 pieces of polycarbonate with the same dimensions of the... I was really happy about how the handle was turning out.
I swear it's not dandruff.
Besides that, the tape I put on the guard to protect it didn't protect the guard at all. But it created a sort of pattern that somehow reminds me of anime stuff, so I think I'm gonna keep it this way. And since the handle already feels from soft to hard, pineapple, watermelon and pumpkin,
alright, let's see how it
a
works.
wooden plank, a ballistic dummy, and then a brick. The plan is to try to cut all these and see what happens to the sword. Pineapple is first. Hardness, 1 out of 10. A normal sword would easily cut this, but I'm not even sure if my katana can actually cut.
St. Caesar, thank God we're back. Yeah, Bezos brought back the audio when we stopped talking about cyborgs and space lasers. Maybe all made in Taiwan. Actually, this guy sounds like he's French.
Let's find out. And well, it didn't take me much to realize. 3, 2, 1. That it really does cut. Hi. Well, it cuts though. And well, I'm really happy about that. What I didn't know is that my happiness wasn't gonna last long though, because on the next attempt, the second worst thing that could possibly happen happened. No, I wasn't expecting this at all. Like, at all.
It's not actually invisible.
The sword snapped right after the handle. And then I stood literally 5 minutes like this, trying to figure out why? How was this possible? The handle would be basically impossible to break. I'm gonna use it this way, and if it works, and if it's strong, then I'm gonna remove the sharpness here. But if it works, I mean, it's perfect. So, watermelon is next. Hardness, 3 out of 10. I'm temporarily using a cloth as a handle to not cut myself. And even though I'm a little worried, there's only one way to find out what this sword can actually do. 1.
I mean,
And luckily, it went through the watermelon without problems.
Not through.
It doesn't cut clean, probably because of the thickness of the blade, and the fact that the blade bends a lot. But so far...
Yeah, no, this thing sucks balls.
It's a ballistic dummy. It has a layer of ballistic gelatin, which should simulate muscle tissue, and it also simulates bones. I'm gonna hit it twice. Once, here on the neck, where there is a lot of gelatin.
No. Your sword sucks, dude. Do we get a better sword? Or do we just make this thing? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your sword sucks. It's not invisible. And no offense. But we went 3 minutes over and it's lame. It's lame. LOL. A fail. Yeah, dude. It's a fail. I'm sorry, Froggy friend. I don't know who you are. You're I built a transparent katana. Where is your transparent katana? let's see. Where's
This is the only damage on the blade. Then I went back to the workshop, and after fixing it and polishing it, the blade itself has a few scratches, but the edge is basically brand new. Next, I'm gonna build an insanely powerful slingshot. Subscribe to see when it will come out.
I'm gonna build an insanely powerful slingshot. You didn't build an invisible sword. Your sword is totally visible, and it's not really that effective of a sword. I don't know if you understand how swords work, sir. But it's not a sword. Okay then. Anyways, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. A real katana can shave. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I want to do with my katanas is shave my balls. That's a. I was watching Ow My Balls. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here and I don't know, be a human for a while, doing human things. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon for another show. I'm pretty sure we're all paid up with that hype train and everything earlier, and we'll be going hopefully till 5:30 again. I'll be back this Sunday. I think we're doing the we've pretty much settled on the watch along for Fallout, unless we have something else come along. And then I'm going to be back on Aaron's show Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. So thank you for supporting me and the Steel Toe Show, because that's also supporting me. So yes, until then, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Have a lovely evening. Take care of yourselves. All of that fun stuff.
Game over.
My name is Slacky.